There we go. I'm on the Twitch for once. I can't say any naughty words. I'll do my best. Pretend like I'm at work. Have my work filter on. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Hope you got some good plans. I have eaten 3 wieners. I will probably have a 4th after the stream. So, fun fact, the devs who made this put in some specific code that doesn't work on Project 64 because they're really funny. I had to download a new emulator for this. Okay, game sound seems a bit loud here. Turn that down a little. That to about there and then there. Hit me up a bit here. There we go. All right. Outside of here. Custom cutscenes, everything. That's so quiet. Think they forgot? Get a royal visitation. No one can make such a blunder, princess. My tutorial case, you mean only case in the game? Because I think this only has 1 case in it. Guess I should just go in then. Holy shit! He's fucking dead! Rip. They killed him. Can't believe Baron did this. I think it's uncomfortable for those guards to be in shorts all day. I think after so many years of doing this, I'd be used to the stress. Oh, good. I have an attorney's badge. Good, good. $27. Alan is fucking dead. So why am I shaking? Gets a lot worse when your friend's life is on the line. Come on, I look professional. She can't see you like this. Think of her, though. Where is she, anyway? Hey, you, over there! Oh, I don't like his lips like that. I don't like his lips. Oh, fuck. But there we go. Okay, it does have it. I was just checking to make sure the chat box pops up. That's cool. What is it, attorney? The trial isn't starting yet. But it will be soon, right? Did you happen to know why my client isn't here yet? I didn't get to speak much to her when she was arrested, so I was hoping I could at least exchange a word with her now. Well, you weren't the only one with the idea. I believe she was currently in the prosecutor's lobby. You want to talk to her as well. What? What is up with this guy? Bars me from the crime scene, blocks my attention center visits, and now this? Not to worry. She will definitely be here before the trial. Great. It'll be a joyous 5 minutes indeed. Thing I can do, but wait. Time later. Gay is ridiculous. How much longer can he keep her? Oh, see? There she is. No need to get all worked up. Is something wrong? I hear shouting? Much for looking professional. No. Don't worry. Everything's fine. This is Malin. I've been in Hyrule Castle Tower years ago. We've been great friends. Her heart's in the right place. Now she cared deeply about her father. Everything's fine. I look so worried. Well, how'd the investigation go? Did you find anything? Yes, investigation. Found tons of, groundbreaking stuff. Yeah, she smells like shit. I'm in the video game right now. Particularly my opponent's a real scumbag. What prosecutor want from you anyway? Well, he's posting his threats. I'm explaining in detail what happened if I'm found guilty. Doesn't sound like a vital discussion you'd have right before the trial. I just did this so we wouldn't have as much time to talk. You believe me, right? I didn't do it. I'd never. Why am I allowed to choose this? It's so fucked up. Well, I might be a little sus. Oh, very funny. Haha, sorry. Of course I believe you. Well, I'll be honest, things aren't looking very good right now. What's that you got there? Oh, this is a pictograph of father I carry around. Good gif. I just can't believe he's gone. I knew how to cheer her up right now. Not very good at handling emotional clients. Hey, you know, that pictograph would be really useful for the trial. Oh? How so? They look so happy together. I can present it to show that you two had a great relationship. Really think so? Well, here you go then. Someone walking there with something other than my badge. You know, my attorney badge. Proof I can stand in court as an attorney. Wait, you shouldn't just be idly chatting. Nah, this is the lawyer route, Zenith. You're on the comedy route. Anyway, there's not much time left. No, it's hard to talk about. Can you tell me what actually happened? I don't stand much of a chance if I know your version of the story. I understand. Fortunately, there isn't much to... Trial starting! Defendant, attorney, please enter the courtroom at once. Oh. So that stuff. Chance. Alright. Everything will be fine. Thanks, homie. Prosecutor's been playing me for a fool since it began, but sooner or later, his arrogance will be his undoing. Head inside. Name is Link. I've been a defense attorney for the last 7 years. Won my fair share of cases. Lost some, too. This one is personal. So much at stake here. I know I've saved Malin's life. I gotta find out who did this to Talon. Talon. Always quite so kind. He deserved this. I need to do him justice. Can't lose this. Yeah, this is Miko. Also, hello, Judge. Good to see you. You're looking a little weird there. Court is now in session for the trial of Malin of Long Lawn Ranch. Why is he wearing the gloves while in a suit? I feel like the gloves aren't make him very unprofessional looking. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Dragmire? I sincerely doubt that. What were they thinking? Putting me against some pathetic kid? Pathetic kid? What gives you the right to? Still your tongue. You bring shame on the fine color of your hair, vile woman. Before long, the world shall know the horrible deeds you've committed. Let's not prolong the inevitable. Shall we begin? Now, this court is no place to be exchanging insults. Prosecution seems ready as well. Let's hear their opening statement. The opening statement shall also be the closing one. The girl did it. It's obvious. She killed her own father in cold blood. Also, she got the ranch to herself. Good. Couldn't wait for the old fool to die naturally, could you, greedy little rat? I didn't say objection. Your Honor, you can't allow this man to verbally abuse the defendant like this. Oh! She committed murder, kid. She deserves every bit of scorn she gets. You believe a little less commentary wouldn't go amiss. Ah! Assure you, old man, you will change your opinion once you see all the damning evidence. Finger? He's got the thingy hanging out. Who is this guy? How can he speak to the judge like that? Ganondorf Dragmire. Looks like I've been lucky to avoid meeting this man until now. Droids I heard about must be true. Poorish barbarian of a man hailing from the Gerudo province. Apparently, he prides himself in the nearly clean streak he's cultivated for decades. All while disrespecting everyone in the court, including the judge. I've even heard some attorneys refer to him as the king of evil. Definitely has that look at the very least. He wears full armor to court. Very well. Please present your case to the court. You don't seem to like me talking, so I'll let the detective present the basics. Bring Impa of the Sheikah Force to the stands. Here we go. First battle. I know Impa, but I'm the competent detective. Which worries me. I'll be able to take just this once. that costume was very good. Alright, state your name, whatever it is you pretend to do. You never change, do you, prosecutor? Any possible change would be for the worst. Now, stop wasting time! Name and occupation! Oh, man. I get my hair circulating. Okay. Oh, man. Very well. I am Impa, head detective of the Sheikah Force, Homicide Division. Throwing up gang signs? True for now, at least. Well, what are you waiting for? Start talking! You were the one assigned to this case, so you know all about it. What calamity has befallen our fair kingdom? Who can't be bothered to give a proper opening statement? Suppose I can do the prosecutor's job from this time for the sake of it. biased look. Yes, go ahead, detective. This happened early yesterday morning on Lon Lon Ranch, a local supplier of goods located just south of Castletown. Sorry, I'm fucking with the music for a second. This is good. This music is pretty good. The current owner of the homestead, Talon, was found dead in his ranch house. Tragic loss for our kingdom for sure. I've seen the man around Castletown a number of times delivering goods. Quite. The owner was a rather important figure in the local community. In any case, we were word to the scene of the murder by the Royal Guard, who were there on official business. Official business? What kind? As I understand, the ranch provides the kingdom with vital services. To ensure it's operating as it should, and as a gesture of appreciation, the Crown orders a visitation to the ranch every year. I see. Scheduled annual visit. Continue, detective. When the Sheikah force arrived, they found the bleeding bleeding out onto the floor. Next to him lay his daughter, Malin, breathing but unresponsive. With a thorough investigation, we arrested her as she was deemed to be the only possible culprit. That about covers the gist of what happened. Very nice and succinct. Keep that up and perhaps you'll keep your job. Oh, I don't think the good detective has to worry much about that, given that she is head of the department. Reminds me, why is the head of detectives herself on a case like this? Were the other detectives unavailable? Ah, that would be because I have been assigned this case by the order of the King of Hyrule himself. King himself signed you? That doesn't happen very often, does it? You are correct, Your Honor. I'm not usually involved with field work like this. This time, however, the King felt it necessary because of who is involved. Who is involved? Is the death of a ranch worker really such a concern for the King? Well, as I said, Lon Lon Ranch is a very important supplier of goods, to be sure. That's not who I meant. Pulls out knife. I imagine the King wanted to be on top investigators of the job because it was the royal princess herself who discovered the crime scene. Order! I will have order! Royal Princess Zelda witnessed the crime. Ah, and there you have it. This case rides on the princess's own words. The doubt your own royalty. This is bad. Can't really object to that. Very well. The princess testified today. It's better we don't make her needlessly wait. Detective, please testify about why the defendant was arrested. This is such a fucking good shit post. I mean, they probably actually use the Hylian alphabet for all this shit, right? I'm too lazy to look it up. I'm sure someone will look it up and go, yep, that's the right word for testimony. It is with regret that I agree with Dragmire. All the evidence points towards this girl being the culprit. We determined the murder definitely took place inside of the ranch house. There were only 3 people on the ranch: the victim, the defendant, and a worker who was an ally for the time of the crime. The defendant was found unconscious right in front of the victim, who was bleeding out onto the floor. Furthermore, she was holding a weapon. Without doubt, that's what used to kill the victim. Like such a bright girl. It's unfortunate. I mean, we got to cross-examine the horse, right? Surely Epona did it. Your Honor, I'd like to submit these pieces of evidence to the court. First, have the autopsy report, formed by the Crown's top coroner. Updated autopsy report received. Except it's outdated already. Here's what you term to be the murder weapon, which you took from the defendant's hands. To make sure we had the correct weapon, we conducted a very thorough investigation. Naturally, we searched everyone and thoroughly examined the ranch and its vicinity. Nothing unusual was found. To be safe, we also checked the ranch's inventory list to see if anything was missing. The list matches the items we found on the ranch exactly, and nothing but the saw had fresh blood on it. Sound quite compelling. Must have been a truly terrifying scene. Dying from a wound made from a weapon like this is extremely painful. Only helps to prove the defendant's viciousness. At this rate, they're some heartless monster. There's one more thing I feel like I should mention for the sake of after we arrived at the ranch, a courier showed up to take some. Of course, business must go on. Is this really necessary to enter the evidence, though? Shipments did end up being the ranch, so I feel like it bears mentioning. The contents checked before you let them go? Naturally. What do you take us for? The worker handling the shipments did get quite worked up about it. We cracked all the boxes open to check what was inside. In the end, it turned out to be milk bottles, so we let them through. Very well. Thank you for your thoroughness, Detective. So, what happens now? Oh, this is where I step in and perform a cross-examination. I'll check the court record real quick. Sharp metal object, victim died no later than 8 a.m. Her weapon. Cow nose rings. We have one wood saw on the entire ranch. Yep. Yeah, 15th of March. It's the 13th of March, right? I don't know what actually day it is. I could maybe go all the way up to the top, except that's too much. I think it's the 17th of March, so I think that date is correct. Well, this is where I step in and perform a cross-examination. Oh, great! How's that work? Huh? Can you explain what you're gonna be doing? Where to go over this again? Sure, why not? Witness repeat your testimony. I'm able to scroll back and forth by individual statements by pressing A and B or with the D-pad and stick. Those repeat as many times as you want? That's right. I have to consider every little detail. Can't miss a thing. If I want more info about something, I can use L or Z to press the statement and ask the witness a question. Drill them for info! Yep. So witness has to come up with an answer on the spot. If they're lying, prompting more info can make them slip up. Most importantly, though, if I find something that doesn't line up with the evidence, I can press R to bring up the court record. Court record is basically a list of all the evidence, right? Yes. I can open it any time to see if I need to recheck the facts. Choosing the contradicting item, I'll press C up to raise an objection and present my doubts to the court. Oh, I can not present evidence but profiles as well. Profiles? Current record contains a list of all the people involved, too. I switch between evidence and profiles with R. Many reviews was at reset. Press start if you see a history of messages. Ah, I see. Makes sense. Is the defense done whispering? Sorry. Good animation. So upset about it. Why did you just press? Why did you just press C right to skip ahead? Good. Defense is ready to cross-examine the witness. Ah. Waste of time. Sincerely hope you're not implying the standard court procedure is a waste of time, Mr. Dragmeyer. In any case, we're ready, defense. Please begin the cross-examination. Oh, I like that. That's actually very nice. Nice touch. Hey! Makes you think she's the culprit. Oh! He's just about to tell you. Keep quiet and listen. Right. Sorry. Indeed, as I was saying, determined the murder definitely took place inside the ranch house. And just how did you do that? Quite simple. There was no blood found anywhere else. Had the victim be attacked at some location, we expect a trail of it linked to the scene. Didn't the killer just clean it all up? Certainly not. The path to the ranch house lunch house is not paved in any way. Being blocked the bottom required disturbing the soil. Actually, we found nothing of the sort. Blah. We've been enough time to pull it off anyway. Likely true. Right. Sounds like the location scene is pretty firm. I'm not giving up yet. Only 3 people in the ranch. Victim, defendant, and a worker who has an alibi for the scene of the crime. 3 people, you say? Guess have to be Mr. Ingo. Ah! Let me stop you before you start getting too excited. If you had listened to the rest of what the detective has said, you know she mentioned an alibi. Indeed, I'm pretty certain the ranch worker couldn't have been involved. Well, what is this alibi then? Remember I brought up some outgoing milk shipments? Well, the worker Ingo was in charge of them. He left the ranch first thing in the morning. He was busy preparing the shipments after that. So, really could have gotten away from... Surely gotten away from that for one really quick little murder. Ah! Wouldn't be a quick little murder, as you so crudely put it. You have to take steps to hide his involvement, too. There's definitely not enough time for that. Fortunately, I agree. Preparing a shipment is a lot of work. To milk all the cows, clean up all the bottles, pour the milk out into them, arrange them in the crates, and finally load them all into a wagon. Usually I'd do it all together with Father finished before the courier arrived. Shipments were already ready when we arrived at the ranch. We checked the boxes, they were all fully loaded with milk bottles. This Ingo was able to do the work of 2 people on his own? Isn't that a little bit odd? Odd or not, he evidently did just that. Clearly, he's a man dedicated to his job. Perhaps the girl and her father are just very inefficient. Thing seems awfully suspicious if you ask me. I guess I have nothing to dispute it with. Bennett was found unconscious right in front of the floor, right in front of the victim who's bleeding out on the floor. Alan fainted? Correct. We couldn't get her to wake up for a long time. Eventually we decided to administer a healing fairy so she could be questioned. Fucking drugging a suspected killer? Fucked up. I guess finding the bodies was that much of a shock, huh? Ah! Probably just pretending. Trying to make it look like she merely had found the bomb. Any event. Furthermore, she was holding a weapon. Without a doubt, that was what was used to kill the victim. How could you be so sure of this? Look at the autopsy report. Deep, irregular wound made with a sharp metal object. Holding the murder weapon out. Saw was the only sharp implement in the ranch house that could produce such a wound. And, as I mentioned, look closely at all the other sharp things in the ranch. None had recent blood on them. It still doesn't necessarily mean the saw was the murder weapon. Maybe the real culprit hid the real one. Oh yeah? Prove it then! Show us the real murder weapon. Well, I definitely don't have any way to do that. Still, something bothers me about that saw. So you have nothing? Oh, a waste of time. Sure is. We've known each other for years. Yet she murdered her father in cold blood. How curious. Perhaps you're just bad judges of character, both of you. No way! Just give me some time and I'm gonna prove it. See anything wrong yet? Well, usually it's difficult to find anything wrong with the basic facts of the case. That said, I do think I saw one small thing. Really? That's great! Sure is. I've got to poke all the holes I can find before the princess gets here. Oh, that's a nice little touch. There's little check marks to show if you've already pressed on that statement. That's nice. Oh, again, wrong button. Get to use the skip button here. God damn it. I forgot I swapped my triggers for Z and R. I mean, this is clean of blood. There's only one weapon and it has no blood on it. Huh. Seems like a fairly large oversight. I just want to make sure of something. The state the saw is currently in is how you found the crime scene? That's correct. Strange. Considering how much the victim bled out and deep his wound was. Why is there no blood on the supposed murder weapon? Ah, is that all you have? Huh? Naturally, the prosecution has an explanation for why the saw is clean. Hi, Bang. Behold! This cloth was found in the defendant's other hand. As you plainly see, it is stained with blood. The defendant simply wiped the murder weapon in a futile attempt to hide her involvement. This is such a good shitpost. If Mal was trying to hide her involvement, why didn't she just leave the crime scene? Ah! Obviously, she was trying to hide his body before the royal visitation arrived at the ranch. Fortunately for her, just so happened the delegation arrived a bit earlier than scheduled. In panic, she quickly up the saw and pretended to faint to make it look like she just stumbled upon the crime scene. Young lady, things are not looking very good for you right now. Court accepts the bloodied cloth into evidence. Oh, what's the story with this cloth? Well, I'll check around the ranch. I noticed the part of the fence around the horse paddock was damaged. I'm not sure when that happened, but sometimes one of the horses just gets a bit too rowdy, you know? Right. Anyway, didn't want to bother Mr. Ingo about it, so I tried to cut up a new rail by myself to patch it up. Then the saw slipped and I cut my hand open. Oh my goodness! Sorry. Oh, goddesses! Are you okay? Well, wasn't that bad. Bleed quite a lot though, so I used that cloth quickly to bandage the wound. Actually going to the ranch to ask father to help me with the fence. Ah! A likely story. I mean, you can just look at her hand. If her hand got sliced the fuck open by a saw, that's a decent excuse for the story. Impossible to verify now, of course. Oh yeah, no, you can't verify it because they used a healing fairy. Oh, it's so fucked. The Sheikah force had to use a fairy on defender to get her out of her supposed unconsciousness. I do have to give her some credit. She is one cunning woman. She knew that would explain a sudden lack of any wound on her hand. Oh, why yes, fairies are wonderful. The other day I slammed my hand with a gavel and one took a pain off immediately. Grabbed it and bit its head off and just ate the whole thing. Great. Got such important things. But, dang it. I do believe this matter has been settled. I'm ready to call my next witness. Uh-oh. I can get out of her? You've served your purpose, Sheikah. Be gone! Can't believe he's dropping an S slur in here. Fine. You best treat her highness with respect, or I'll see that you spend the night in the dungeons. Do not presume to threaten me, Sheikah. A night of darkness and solitude would be nothing but comfort for me. Is that so? Perhaps we should fill the dungeon with lit candles just for the occasion. Firing daggers at each other. Doesn't end soon. We're all in trouble. Order! Order! I'm sure we'll treat the princess with the utmost respect. You may step down, detective. This case has already made me weary of all the pointless jabber. Time is ripe to deal the final blow. I call Her Highness, Princess Zelda of Hyrule, to the stand. There she is. Oh! Is something the matter? Why is everyone quiet all of a sudden? Your Highness. I believe we're all just a bit uncertain how to proceed. It's quite the honor of such an esteemed guest in these halls. Ah! In the face of law, the princess is no different than from a peasant. Name and occupation. Now! The prosecution will behave! Will not have any derogatory statements directed at the princess. Derogatory? I simply not wish to waste any more time. We must employ proper procedure. Oh, man. That's all right, detective. The prosecution does have points. In the eyes of the law, we are all equals.
understand, I am just another witness. I should not be getting any special treatment.
Very admirable, Your Highness. We can all rest easy knowing the Hyrule is destined to have such a wise monarch in its future. Yes, indeed. I eagerly await the day when our next ruler takes the throne and reshapes the kingdom in their image. Good posing here.
You flatter me, prosecutor. Now then, I believe I was asked for my name and occupation. I am Zelda, current princess of Hyrule and heir apparent to the throne.
Marvelous, Your Highness. Before we begin, I'd just like to know, how were you on La Ranch with this terrible incident?
Ah, it's simple, really. Onlon Ranch is Hyrule Castle Town's biggest food supplier. Not only that, but the ranch also equips Hyrule's guard with the finest of horses. Every year, the royal family makes a visit as a gesture of goodwill and to ensure the quality of the steeds. Wow, I didn't know your horses were used by the royal guard. Yep. They work hard every year to make sure they're in the best possible condition. Oh, I love to boast about it to the other ranch owners. Huh. Knowing talent, I'm sure he did.
Oh, unfortunate, the ranch may no longer meet the crown's high standard of new management. The royal family has a backup, I trust.
You're looking for one. Naturally, those standards are quite high.
Yes, of course. Now then, please describe what you saw on the day of the incident.
Very well. Here I go.
In behind the door.
I arrived at Lon Lon Ranch a little after 8 a.m., accompanied by my loyal guards.
It was no later than 8 a.m. Okay.
I remember being surprised how quiet everything was. There was nobody there to welcome us. I could sense that something was wrong. I opened the door of the ranch house and went inside. It was mostly empty. There was a table with some kind of crystal bottle on top of it. In front of the table, a terrifying scene was unveiling. The defendant hacked at the ranch owner's chest with the saw she was holding. Overcome with fear, and I screamed. Never forget what I saw that day. I heard Tal and his daughter were incredibly kind. I cannot believe she was going to commit such horrible violence.
Zelda, are you full of shit? You making up some horrible shit? Gotta call her Princess Oldbag. Oh my! So the very moment the victim was killed? There you go. Decisive testimony. As there's no need to call the princess statement, I make for the judge to make a ruling right away. Ah! Hey, now, hold on. I didn't get the cross game of the witness yet. Ah! You haven't, fool, because there's no need. Did you not hear one word of what I said?
Didn't you say we should follow all the procedures to treat the princess like any other witness? This defense is right.
You complete. I believe defense is a point. You have every right to perform a cross-examination, no matter who is testifying.
I was quite looking forward to this part myself. I only ever read about court proceedings in the royal library.
Being said, I will not tolerate any reckless accusations toward the princess. Is that clear? Naturally, Your Honor.
Not in the prosecutor. Like a rather intense outburst. You have a guess. Oh? The princess status, it's possible Dragmire didn't have an opportunity to discuss her testimony with him. Might be the testimony is completely a surprise even to him. Chance.
Before we begin, there's one thing that caught my attention. believe the princess mentioned seeing some kind of glass bottle at the prom. That would be this, I presume.
Oh yes, that's exactly it. What is that? Oh, this is the bottle of perfume that father intended to gift to Her Highness when she arrived. He quickly rode out to town to get the last moment. I didn't know the princess was coming instead of the king until only 2 hours before the visitation. Oh, how thoughtful. Not need to bother himself so.
Fascinating as all is. The prosecution doesn't believe it's relevant to this case.
Good to have a full picture of the crime scene. Defense requests the bottle be accepted into evidence.
Obsessed with latch on every little thing, are you? Whatever. You can add to the evidence if it make you happy. No skin off my teeth. In that case, the court accepts this bottle into evidence. Anything on that bottle?
Nice gift for the princess.
Judge, question mark age. 59? Old man. I like the hat on the profile. Very good. It's a Zelda, age 14. Heir apparent to the royal throne, a witness to the murder.
I arrived at Lone Island Ranch a little after 8 a.m., accompanied by my loyal guards.
Well, I mean, this is already a contradiction, right? Because if it's after 8 a.m. and then the... No later than 8 a.m. Well, I guess she could have... I guess the... if she could have saw the exact moment. Well, she didn't arrive till 8. Yeah, so this has to be a contradiction right here. But I'll do some things here. If she didn't arrive until after 8, and he couldn't have... He died right after 8, she couldn't have seen the actual moment happening.
These guards were Their Highness. Why were they not called as witnesses?
They did question the guards, naturally. Apparently, they didn't get to see anything relevant.
I was the only one to enter the crime scene. After seeing what was inside, I stood guard and insisted that no one be allowed inside until the Sheikah force arrives. I have read that preserving the scene is vital.
Quite correct.
The guards are absolutely thrilled with this order.
Please proceed, witness.
I remember being quite surprised how quiet everything was. There was nobody there to welcome us. You conducted these royal visitations in the past, Your Highness? No, this is my first one. Up till last year, my father was always the one to visit Lon Lon Ranch. However, he decided I had to start preparing for the royal duties that await me. I always do it this time.
We'll doubtless perform admirably as ruler when the time comes. What happened when you got to the ranch house?
I could sense something was wrong. I went to open the door of the ranch and went inside.
And?
What then?
Stop interrupting. Let her get to the point. Defense. Our defendant is being clear about not badgering the witness.
I need to calm down. The room was empty. There was a table with a crystal bottle on it. You pay attention to something like that after seeing a murder, Princess? Well, it's been a rather long time in there waiting for the Sheikah force to arrive. Plus, the bottle is quite beautiful. It stood out. In front of the table, a terrifying scene was unveiling. The defendant hacked at the ranch owner's chest with the saw she was holding. Were there the exact time of the murder, Your Highness? That's correct. That's impossible. You're lying.
The defendant will curb her outbursts. You're addressing royalty.
That's really bad. What now?
Accuse her of the crime.
Remember the victim and defendant at this time. Angela was in front of the little table that was directly across the entrance door. The defendant was right in front of him and quickly fainted after her attack. A large pool of blood started forming where the victim was. A rather good view of the whole scene. Right.
It was all unfortunate. It was just fortunate you can see the whole thing in such detail. Ice, I have a concern for you. No, please continue.
That's something else? Joe wasn't anyone else in the ranch, Your Highness? No, the place looked empty. Oh, it did later see a worker pull up a low wagon when the courier came asking milk shipments. It caused a little bit of a scene when the Sheikah force started expecting it. The worker must have been somewhere else in the ranch, I suppose.
Ranch is pretty large. Said worker was inside a building on the other side. It's quite understandable she wouldn't have seen him until later.
Right, this really hasn't given me a whole lot to work with. That's something else?
I'm not going to accuse her of the crime, because I don't know if this game has, like, any save files or not. And I there's not a way to, like, save and quit.
I overcome with fear and I screamed. I'll never forget what I saw that day. Are you sure you got a good look then, Your Highness? You look away in panic?
I'm using a weird emulator, Rez. I don't know how the save states actually will work on this one, because Project 64 doesn't run this game. Prince was very brave to control the situation the way she did. There's no need to doubt what she saw.
Ah, yes. I suppose what she did was admirable. Only we had arrived a little earlier. Highness, don't blame yourself for this. If you arrived earlier, you could have been the one that got attacked.
Ugh! You would have lashed out at anyone trying to stop you, huh? Despicable.
That's not what she meant, and you know it. Princess, please go on. For the town and his daughter are incredibly kind, I cannot believe she would commit horrible violence. Trust your heart, Your Highness. You know Malin didn't do this.
What nonsense! Her heart? What do her organs have to do with anything? Oh, of course. Evidence and testimony be damned, just because we feel the defendant must be innocent. Oh, well, you're sure? I declare today's verdict. Have you gone senile, old man? It was a joke, much like the arguments the defense has been presenting.
I can't believe the prince was lying like this. Yeah, it really is shocking. I don't believe her, right? She's the princess means nothing. I didn't do it. Or you or your best friend. Need something very concrete to prove this princess was saying.
I'm thinking it's either the saw here or the autopsy report here, because she couldn't have seen the moment of the crime happening, because the autopsy report was he died no later than 8, and they arrived after 8, and they had to go look for them at the ranch house. So I'm gonna try. I don't think I have the diagram. I just have the badge, pictograph, autopsy report, the clean saw, the equipment list, milk shipments, the cloth. Yeah. Also, like, if this is correct, then how would she cleaned off the saw? Yeah, so maybe it's actually the saw that's a better question, because if she saw the moment and passed out, then she wouldn't have had time to use the cloth. So I'm gonna present the cloth here, actually. Yeah, it's true. Malin couldn't wipe off the blade while the prince was watching. It's not entirely out of the question. It's more damning, this testimony. I shouldn't play all my cards this early. Okay, so I'm not even allowed to present that? So maybe the saw then, because we'll go with what Omi was saying about the hacking. Because it's also clean of blood. Yeah, it's true. Alan probably can wipe. Wait, what? Maybe not on this one. Oh, maybe if it's wrong, it just the game just outright says. So maybe you don't get, like, if you can't do it. Can I present my attorney's badge? Okay, good. I can. Oh, I have health points. Oh, fuck. That's your attorney's badge. Don't you see, Judge? He's an attorney. Attorneys are very smart. Clearly, we should listen to everything he says. We should? No! Okay, so you can lose health points. Okay, so there is going to be a fail state at some point. Well, if I can't use the saw or the cloth, then the only thing I can think of is the autopsy report right here. Because she had to arrive. She arrived after the moment of the crime. Okay, I'm right. Good. Like, what the fuck? Your Honor, Your Highness, I believe I found something that doesn't quite match up with the facts. How dare you question the princess? You will let the defense speak, prosecutor. I think I see why you so desperately want to prevent this cross-examination now. Highness, you stated you arrived at the ranch shortly after 8 a.m., correct? Yes, the visit was scheduled for 8:30 exactly. We were quite a bit early. I see. Something you mentioned quite impossible. Today by the autopsy report, the victim definitely died before 8 a.m. Oh! You could have seen the defendant attack the ranch owner when he arrived, because the victim was already dead by then. Order! Order! Yes, you really caught her in a lie. Your Highness, what is the meaning of this? My wholehearted respect and serve the crown. I will nonetheless not tolerate lies in my court. I've not lied. Because I not see the exact moment it happened. So I thought I did. Princess, it's a matter of life and death. I definitely saw the defendant there, though, along with the body. There's no one else who could have done it. For all the other details correctly. Why is the floor the pool of blood? You have to believe me. It best if Her Highness revises her testimony. To overturn this testimony. Find something else, this case will be over. So now I can use the fucking cloth. I actually saw. Sorry for embellishing the truth a little bit.
I did not see the actual moment of the attack. It had to have happened shortly before I went into the ranch house. Miss Mal and her father were the only ones at the scene of the crime, so she must be the culprit.
Okay. I see. You only saw the aftermath of the scene, not the actual crime being committed. Very well. Hopefully there are no issues in your testimony this time. Vince, it's time for your cross-examination.
Naturally, Your Honor.
Chris looks pretty angry. Blatant contradiction to pop.
And another one like that, the principal would be untrustworthy in the eyes of the judge.
Throw this fucking princess out of the courtroom!
Sorry for embellishing the truth a little bit. Why'd you do that, Your Highness? The life in line here. I really am sorry. I suppose I got a little bit too excited about being a witness in an actual murder trial. Really now. Most people hate testifying. Yes, well, life of a princess is rather boring, you know? Quite the break from the routine for me. I just get a hobby then? I should just get a hobby then. I did not see the actual moment of the attack. In that case, it can't be conclusive proof that the defendant did it.
Defense, did you exhaust your singular brain cell in the last contradiction you found? There's a death mountain's worth of evidence pointing to the defendant. Just because no one saw the actual moment of the crime doesn't mean anyone else could have done it.
You're making a death mountain out of a death molehill. It had to have happened shortly before I went to the ranch house. How can you be so sure of that, Princess? Well, to the ranch house, the victim saw the murder weapon embedded in his body.
Oh, okay. I wish we knew that. What? Looks like he's pogging there. Pogdorf.
Obvious what that means, is it not? You'll not even have time to try and hide the weapon. Yes, I may not seen the murder firsthand, but I must have been very close to doing so.
Oh my! Seems like a very important detail. I think it'd be advisable for hiding some matter testimony.
Certainly, Your Honor.
Interesting. Bagmeyer doesn't seem very happy about this development, does he?
Thinking about it, I just know why.
Doesn't mean that my client was the one to do it, though. What if someone else snuck in before Mal and the princess arrived?
Well, I suppose.
Oh! Lawn Lawn Ranch surrounded by high walls, and the only way in is through the self-locking gate. Not very many people have the key to that gate. Just the personnel and the crowd. Well, someone could have forced their way in. Ah! Just to propose such a possibility, you must substantiate with evidence. I don't think so. I don't have anything of the sort. Be another angle I can attack this from. Very well, witness. Since the defense is why it chose to stay silent, please continue your testimony.
Mal and her father were the only ones in the crime, so she must be the culprit. Are you sure Mel was the only person there other than the victim? What I call, there's an upstairs room of the ranch house. What if someone was hiding there?
Don't be stupid, defense. If someone was hiding up there, the Sheik would have forced would have found them.
Who would guard the door the entire time? No one could have left.
What if they jumped out a window?
That'd be ridiculous. Those windows are very high up. Actually, those windows can't even be opened. They'd have to break one to leave.
Right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the cloth on that statement that came up. Yeah, I suppose it matches the detective's account, doesn't it? I feel like something here sticks out like a sore thumb. I believe I found another reason to doubt the witness's words. Ugh. Seems like the prosecution sees what I'm getting at here. It was a bloody cloth discovered at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has argued that it was used to wipe the saw clean. The princess saw the saw lodged in Talon's body, and the crime scene was left intact. And it couldn't have been wiped! Well, Prosecutor Dragmeyer, care to explain? Ah! This is most perplexing. Your Highness, are you sure it's what you saw? Well, maybe the princess decided to pull the saw in a valiant, futile attempt to save the victim? And then wipe the blade clean? That'd be almost like defaming the defendant. Of course I didn't know such thing. Make sure the crime scene stayed intact. Guess I must have made up the memory about the saw sticking out about Mr. Talon as well. You idiotic girl! Huh? Do you even realize what you've done to your bumbling? I'm sorry. Just so excited to stand as a witness in court just this once. Whenever I try telling my father about anything, he always seems so disinterested. This once, I wanted to feel listened to. Defendant, it is clear that she did it. I just want to play a larger part in her capture. Sorry for the trouble I've caused you all. Your Highness, the court is no place for silly games. As it stands, I'm afraid we'll have to strike your statements from the court record completely. Yes, I did it! The prosecution lost their key witness! No! Please wait! I have more to say! What's wrong with the crime scene? I still have not testified about what I saw afterwards. Blah! Why would we care about that? Best you leave and stop damaging my case with your idiocy. Even if you are not interested in my words, you might be interested in what the evidence I found. What? Hagendorf. Huh? Evidence? Of course. While she could force investigate the inside of the ranch house, I looked around the rest of the ranch on my own. Sheikah! Did you know about this? Of course I did. You did? I'll have your head for this! I like the medallion hammer he's got going on there. It's pretty good. I just now saw that. What is the meaning of this, detective? Why have you withheld this from the court? It's quite simple. Princess specifically requested to present her finding on her own. What? You agreed to this? This court is not some playground where children decide what evidence should be presented just because they have a crown. Being rude about it, but I can't help but agree with Dragmeyer in this one. Also, I don't really buy this story. There's no way Impa would have allowed this. Believe me, I wasn't thrilled with the request either. However, after seeing the evidence in question, I didn't think it would be all that important to the case. Thus, I let the princess have her fun. highly, highly irregular. Not sure how to feel about this. Prosecutor? Naturally I object to this nonsense. The detective thinks it's irrelevant and it's probably just a waste of time. All the evidence points to the defendant. It's so clear that she did it even without a witness at the scene. I see. Defense?
What do we do?
We should present the Dragmire loses key witness. Plus, whatever the princess presents could be bad for our case, too.
We should agree with the prosecution?
Well, on the other hand, we don't really have much to go on.
Be our only lead left.
Well, don't keep us waiting. Surely, you won't throw away all the progress you've made thus far. I do. I'll accept it. I hope this is the right choice. Defense, request evidence be presented. What? I agree the situation is irregular. Just examine all the evidence available. It'd be silly to dismiss it as relevant without even seeing what it is. I do believe you have a point, defense. However, I must warn you. In order to admit this piece of evidence to the court record, Princess' statement that she found it must be admitted as testimony along with everything else she might say. Yes, Your Honor, I'm well aware. Defense wishes to give the princess just one more chance. All the idiotic, foolish! Order! Very well then. Your Highness, please be testified once more about the new piece of evidence you found during your own investigation.
Thank you. I'll not let you down this time. I promise.
To understand the gravity situation at hand now. This new evidence isn't damaging to our case. My finding.
She accepts my most heartfelt apologies for the mistakes in earlier testimony. Upon entering the ranch house, I saw the defendant passed out in front of the victim, who was bleeding out. I stood guard at the entrance to the ranch house until the Sheikah force arrived. Once the Sheikah started investigating the crime scene, I decided to take a look around the ranch. While I was walking around the silo, I noticed a strong odor in the air. It smelled like shit. I had to stop to see where it was coming from. I followed the scent and found a burnt-out fire nearby and a small, nearly empty bottle of lamp oil. I, of course, took the bottle straight to the head detective. Here it is! Oil bottle I found.
It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rupees.
Something wrong? Oh no. Might just be completely irrelevant.
Yes, well... Of course there is, foolish girl! There's nothing to do with anything! You're great fighting at some random fire on a ranch? Please! What next? You're gonna declare every rake in the premises suspicious? I mean, how many rakes were on there? There was like 15 of them or something? Oh, I'm sorry, 4. Yes, there are 4 suspicious rakes.
Well,
Prosecution will calm down.
This is bad.
Your Honor, despite the fact this evidence might not seem to add anything at this moment, the defense still starts its right to a cross-examination.
Gasped.
Why must you insist on this charade, defense? This is merely a recount of the same view as the crime scene as the head detective. You haven't been able to find any contradictions in her statements.
I believe there might be a way to tie the princess's new evidence into the case.
Ridiculous! Regardless of the prosecution thinks, the defense does have a right to cross-examination. Court admits the oil bottle into evidence. Really hope this isn't a complete waste of time, defense. Both your sake and your clients. There's no need to press the princess on her apology. Already wasted that chance to throw out her testimony. Yes, defense. Please get to the point. Yikes. Is there anything else in the room? Only a beautiful little crystal bottle I mentioned before. This was rather barren. Most of our things are on the top floor, since the downstairs room is only used for ranch business these days. The occasional game. Ah, of course! Dad's famous cock game. Sorry, Kuko game. Good old days. Is the defense done reminiscing? There'll be plenty of time to do that when the defendant's behind bars. I'm trying to distract myself from the fact there's nothing to latch onto here. Guard the entrance. Yeah. Did anything happen during that time? No, not that I recall. Guards did occasionally protest and ask me to let them take over, but I held my stance. Well, commendable in theory, staying in the same room as a dangerous killer isn't very wise. What if she woke up and lashed out at you? Sweet Hylia up above! That thought did not occur to me. Bah! Of course not. Foolish girl. But the guards didn't stand close by. Would have been safe. Wonderful to see how much faith our princess has in our royal guard. Yes, of course I do. In any case. You didn't just go home? Well, the visitation was supposed to last a lot longer. I wasn't expecting us back until much later. I came to the ranch to examine the horses, so I suppose I at least do that in the meantime. How long did it take the Sheikah to arrive at the scene? Not take very long to make the trip from Hyrule Castle Town from Lon Lon Ranch. I can't imagine more than 20 minutes. That is pretty fast. Imagine the fact the princess was involved helped speed it up. Slowpokes! I'd be there in half the time, running backwards. It's actually a really good joke. Suppose no surprise though. Hylian horses are naturally inferior to our fine Gerudo steeds. The Gerudo buy horses from. Just don't bother. He's trying to rile you up. Ugh. What was the smell? We don't need to know what the smell like is, Link. We don't need to know it smells like shit. We're already in the going into video games machine. Oh, it was awful. A really terrible stench. Surely I mean to say, man, the smell of horse manure is suspicious. You gotta be ridiculous. The smell was not coming from the horses. Fire, huh? Now, let me remind you, defense, there's any number of reasons why a fire could have been there. Still feel the cold grasp of death early in the morning.
princess. How long do you say estimate the fire had been out before you had found it? Right. There was still smoke rising out of the ashes, so it must have been put out recently. Around the time of the crime. Someone prepared their breakfast there. I repeat, this fire is irrelevant. You just realized the same thing I did. Well, who was it? Who could have lit that fire anyway? Might have been the ranch worker who was putting the milk shipments together at the time. Almost certainly him. Really want to ask about his little barbecue? You might as well get your wish soon. Without anything concrete to pin on, you'll be able to just brush it off. Right. She allowed you to present it? Well, I was the one to find it. Since I was going to trial anyway. Utter ridiculousness. Yes. Please make this trial. The last time you do something like this, Your Highness. Proper procedures exist for a reason. Yes, I understand. Vince, I believe that is enough. It doesn't seem like you're getting any closer to any connection between the fire and the crime scene at all. Oh, I suppose not, Your Honor. Naturally, I said this is a waste of time from the beginning. In this case, this cross-examination is over. Thank you for your time, Your Highness. I assume you have no more revelations to share with us. No, I do not. I thought the fire would be important. Leave my sight! Enough! Your Highness, you'll have me escort you back to Hyrule Castle. Very well. Now, the prince's little game is over. We should move this along. Prosecution stands still the same, of course. He maintained the evidence is always enough to convict a defendant. Would you believe I am nearly ready to hand down my verdict? But, Your Honor, there's nothing that definitively shows that Malin committed the crime. It's all circumstantial. There's no way she could kill her own father. Oh, that is an excellent point, defense. Prosecution has yet to elaborate on the defendant's motive. Matricide is not something a person commits lightly. I briefly touched the subject in my opening statement. But naturally, the prosecution is fully prepared to elaborate on the matter. I would like to call my third witness. Ranch worker. We're calling him in, though. Prosecution requests a brief recess to prepare. He said you were already prepared. He wants to double check his new witness won't pull anything weird like the princess did. Very well. Maybe a break would benefit us all. Or we can be after a 15-minute recess. Court is adjourned. Okay, so it's March 17th. So that journal we got earlier is from 2 days ago. But it was made by Ingo, so Ingo could have just wrote whatever the fuck he want on it. It's not going, though, that well, is it? No, I think that went about as well as it could have, actually, given the circumstances. I suppose the worst of the princess testimony is untrue. Ugh! I can't believe she just makes stuff up like that! Yeah, that was surprising. Still, the issue is we didn't manage to shake the core of the argument. Was anyone else in that house? No, there's no need to look so glum. Detective, are you supposed to be escorting the princess back? The carriage is being prepared. I thought I'd drop by in the meantime. You really managed to make Dragmire furious, you know. I have? If you listen carefully, you might just be able to hear him ranting over the prosecutor's lobby. Good joke. He's really giving his upcoming witness a grilling. Make him try and shut you down as fast as he can. Well, that'd be worrying if I had anything he could shut down in the first place, I guess.
Oh? You do? What do you mean? Oh, come on now. Talking about the princess's grand discovery, of course. Fire? Wasn't able to do anything with that. I think it's relevant? Don't get me wrong, at present, I am convinced the girl did it. We investigated and came to this conclusion for a reason. But I'm willing to explore every possibility. Fire is definitely a bit strange. I dare say it might be your only way out of this. I'd be so bold. I think you should press the next witness on that topic. Hard. The only other person working on the ranch at the time, he's the only one who could have lit that fire. If he is hiding something, I think the court deserves to know. The thing is, next testimony is about to be about the motive. It would be difficult to bring up the fire again without Dragmire objecting. I have to make it work. So I don't like it, she's right. There really isn't a whole lot else to go on here. Well, thank you. Don't mention it. One last thing. You, ranch girl. Me? I had to hold that testimony against the princess. Believe me, I'm sure she was acting with the best of intentions. The road to the Dark Realm was paved with those, right? Perhaps. Definitely a serious lapse in judgment. One she will live to regret. Part of this comes from the fact that she's rather sheltered and inexperienced. The sudden death of her older sister last year, she was thrust into... older sister? What is this fan fiction ass shit we going on here? That's right. The firstborn Princess Zelda? And the second princess is also Zelda? Wait, is Zelda the last name? Is this like a Mario situation? We have a Zelda Zelda? That's right, mysterious death of the firstborn Princess Zelda. Earl still grieves with the events of this day. Yet, no one knows exactly what happened. Devoid of information, conspiracy theories run amok. People run blaming the royal guard, the Sheikah, and even the king himself. The princess will soon have a whole kingdom's worth of troubles on her shoulders. A king with a history as champion of the Tsars is a lot to handle. Princess's conduct today probably won't have helped with the trust of people at the crown right now, though. She's wise beyond her years. She will learn, and she'll be better. I simply ask that you don't think of her as an enemy. Whatever comes of this trial. Not any more than she already has. Wow, she's so intense. Never expected anybody to get so emotional? Why she decided to take the blame for the princess impromptu investigation. Detective Impa! What is it, soldier? I'm quite busy at the moment, so please be quick. Investigation team back at the ranch just sent word of a new development. Something about a milk shipment being returned to the ranch because of a wrong recipient address? Asking for you to come over and see it. Oh, those idiots. I don't have time for this. Get someone else. I have to escort the apprentice back to the castle. Roger. It remind me, though. It's a bottle of milk from a couple of guards who was slacking on the job earlier. You stole their milk? Fucked up of you. Here, ranch girl. Perhaps it'll help to calm your nerves somewhat. And steal someone's milk. They probably paid for that milk. Not to worry. Still unopened. Oh? Thank you. Nice of her. Except for those guards, though. Now then, the princess' carriage be prepared by now. You'll excuse me. I'm so nervous right now. The milk has just lost its flavor. Huh? Lost its flavor? My milk is always so tasty. Here's just nerves? Let me try some. Huh. All right. This would have come from one of their yesterday's shipments. Probably. Investigation of the ranch, there wouldn't be any today, so... maybe it isn't fresh? 2-day-old milk.
Oh, I don't think so. I didn't taste has gone bad. Guard said one of the SA shipments was misaddressed, didn't he? All handled by Ingo. What? Something odd going on. Turn to being misaddressed. Strangely tasteless.
Defense! The court's about to reconvene. Your client back to the courtroom at once.
Comes down to this. Conclusion's approaching. Time to turn the situation around. Oh, I got my health point back. There you go.
Court is back in session for the trial of Malin of Lawn Lawn Ranch. Just the prosecution's final witnesses ready? Naturally, I personally seen to it there'll be no foolishness this time around.
Hopefully his ears are intact.
As we discussed before the recess, having established the opportunity and means to defend it, to commit the murder, only one matter remains. Matter of motive, for naturally such a heinous crime to be committed, and it could be the result of mere happenstance. The prosecution believes the defendant had a deep desire to push her to patricide. Our next witness can shed light on this matter. Fascinating. Very well, please proceed. Prosecution calls the ranch worker, Ingo, to the stand.
It's him. Huh. Might see Mr. Ingo in such fancy clothes. Oh? Yeah, he always wears his work dungarees. Almost like looking at a different person. Oh, I'm gonna dress up for court, and you wouldn't have to get this nice outfit dirty by working in it.
Quiet, defense! Witness, state your name and occupation.
Your Honor, great honorable prosecutor. My name is Ingo. I mind Lawn Ranch.
Mind? What does that entail, exactly?
I'm mostly there to work on the structures and equipment. Owner and his daughter are the ones who tend to the animals and take care of orders.
How long have you been working at the... wrong voice. How long have you been working at the ranch?
It'll be several years at this point. Others have come and went, but I, Ingo, have persevered through all the hardships. I feel like he wants a medal for it. Well, he does get a bit pompous at times. Mr. Ingo really is a great help. He built the ranch's silo single-handedly. Oh, that's some dedication.
Very well. Given you're clearly an important employee, you're privy to some inside information, is that correct?
Yes, ranch owner shared all the big plans with me. He trusted me implicitly. As they were a big family.
It sounds lovely.
That sounds like a red flag. You're gonna be getting loads of unpaid overtime.
Evidently, not every member of your so-called family felt the same way, though, did they?
It hurts to do this, but I have no choice. Hear my story, Honorable Court of Law. Just a couple of days ago, the owner, Talon, partially signed the ranch over to his daughter, Malin. Malin became a life tenant, with Malin and to inherit all of the assets after his death. Long as Talon lived, Malin could not sell the ranch. Simple, isn't it? The girl killed Talon to get full ownership and leave the dingy ranch life behind. It's appalling how ungrateful she is after all Talon did for her.
There you have it. Testimony from a man who just lost everything. Truly tragic, which is another family torn apart by grief. Evidence, we have the defendant caught red-handed at the scene of the crime, and now we have a motive. How do we know he's telling the truth? I have a course verified in status test. Per the law, all inheritance documents must be filed at Castletown Notary Office to be considered valid. It's all fit to prepare this for the trial. The prosecution would like to submit the Ron Lawn Ranch inheritance document into evidence. Ah. He is unable to divide the deed between the crown and remaining employees. Oh, I see.
Ringo, why would you?
Just pass judgment now, Judge. Defense has nothing. I'd like to cross-examine the witness. There are a few more details I feel are relevant.
Of course! Ask whatever you like! I, the hard-working Ingo, can handle it!
Very well, defense, please begin.
How long ago was this exactly? 4 days?
Not sure of the exact date. Had been planned for a long time?
Alan was getting on in years. Gotta take care of the matter sooner than later, eh? Alan? He's telling the truth. Father scheduled a visit to the notary office about a week ago.
Me by partly, witness.
So Malin hadn't become the ranch owner yet. Of course not. I've heard all the stories making the rounds recently. How many ungrateful brats throwing the old folks in retirement home the moment ownership signed to them? Alan was no fool. I convinced him myself it was the safer option. If the girl was up to some chicanery. Chicanery? He always referred to his decision. That's horrible. I'd never do that. Much as I'd like to believe that, you did much worse by killing him. In these days, you feed them, you raise them, and they pull a stunt like this as soon as you give them an inch over yourself.
I must concur. The younger generation is horrible.
Why do you look at me while saying that? Anyway, what he meant was... I would think Malin would sell the ranch right now. Why wouldn't she want to? Why would a pretty little girl like her want to work on some dingy ranch? Yeah, much better if she sold the old place and used the money to move to Castletown. That's not true! I love working with animals. I wouldn't leave them for anything. Wah! Wah! She's often slacking on the job, while I, the hard-working Ingo, have to cover for her. I guess the Deku nut doesn't fall from the tree, as they say. The town loves to sleep on the job, too.
I do recall quite a funny story of a Lon Ron ranch owner blocking the side entrance to Hyrule Castle for an entire day once. Guards couldn't wake him up. A particularly vocal cock, apparently. Miko.
Ah, jeez. Well, there you go. I'm the real reason the ranch is such renown. Me, the hard-working Ingo. I think that's not true at all. I know. How do I stop this? Simple. You really think Malin would go that far? I don't want to think it, but clearly events speak for themselves, don't they? Oh, she was wait a few more years then. Malin was getting older. Perhaps she knew more and more work would be piled onto her. But really, how am I supposed to know? Ask her. That's all right. Well, if Malin didn't want to work, why would she have done this earlier? Malin's only child, she'd still inherit the ranch. That's where you're wrong. For a long while, Talon split the ranch between the girl and the crown. He was a patriotic man. He knew how much those horses meant to the royal guard. Wish he hadn't changed his mind now. It's true?
Malin, is this true?
Yes, Father's previous inheritance document did work that way.
Oh, admirable. His familiar bonds won over his drive to help the kingdom. Truly a shame.
Yes, naturally the girl wanted the whole thing, so she bided her time.
I think it sufficiently explains the timing. Let's continue, shall we?
Wait just a moment. One more problem with the timing I'd like the witness to explain. Why would Malin have planned the murder on the day of the royal visitation specifically? More people around mean more witnesses. You think she would have chosen any other day? Oh, did I forget to mention this? Over in town arguing with her that very morning. He was telling her how he changed his mind again. He's planning to tell the king he signed the ranch over to the crown. When the visitation was over, he'd over to the castle town to change the inheritance back to the original split. What?
Despite the victim's wishy-washiness, it appears he did make the right choice in the end. Because of that choice, if anyone wanted to get to the ranch, she had no time to waste that day.
Is this true too? Absolutely not! Mother wasn't planning to do that, there was no argument either. What about this argument then? Yeah, add to the testimony, so we can call him out on it. There was an argument about the inheritance? That sounds like an important fact to me. Defense requests be added to the testimony. Very well. Witness, please do so. Huh. I'd be happy to, Your Honor. Well, what time did this happen? First thing in the morning. At the silo to start the day's work. I just walked out the front door of the ranch house. I heard some yelling erupt behind me. Any specifics about what was said? Oh yes! Surprised me enough that I stopped to listen for a minute. It's all like,
I'm real sorry, Malin. The most important thing is make sure the king will always have a steady supply of quality horses.
I don't care, what about me, father? How can you do this to me?
Malin, this is about you. It's for the good of the entire kingdom.
What am I supposed to do? I can't move up in life. I'm stuck in this dump of ranch forever.
I thought you loved the ranch. All the animals are here, and Ingle's always around to help out with the chores too. He's pretty great, ain't he?
Yeah, Ingle is awesome, but I still hate you for this. This isn't over.
What a stirring reenactment. I will keep my thoughts on the witness acting skills to myself. No way this actually happened, though. Ellen would never want to sell the ranch. Well, of course she'd say that now, you buffoon. Remember, she's under suspicion for murder. You can't trust a thing she says. Well, I trust her. Doesn't right now. It probably was unfortunately what matters. Anything court record to refute this story? Yes, me. This whole inheritance issue could be avoided. The crown wasn't so soft. Through the desert, there'll be no question the fortress may seize whatever it desires.
That's just messed up.
No matter. Continue your testimony, firm hand. Share with us the true nature of the defendant.
No, you hold it. That man gave everything for her. She's gotten so many expensive presents over the years. Just look at that golden necklace she's wearing. The man spoiled her rotten. In fact, I think I saw another present he was meant to give her on the day he was killed. Another gift? But yes, a little bottle of perfume, I believe. Horrible. Not with such a kind man. Whatever happened to him is despicable. Is that last statement important? Yes, because that's the perfume bottle for Zelda. What are you doing? Trying to implicate the defendant even harder? I think it's an important detail. The perfume is irrelevant. But suppose the prosecution has no objection to strengthening our case.
Very well, witness. Is that what you just said to your testimony? So I think I want to present the perfume here because that was for Zelda. Witness! What is it? Let's confirm. You say this bottle of perfume was bought from Malin by her father, correct? What else would it be for? I assure you, Tal was the type to indulge in perfumes. Far from it. Well, you're wrong, witness. Oh, is that so? Was the ranch owner truly a perfume connoisseur? No, Your Honor. This bottle of perfume was bought for the princess. Ah! So what, defense? Sure, it's technically a contradiction. What purpose does this bottle change? Yes, defense, I admit I'm confused as well. Can you explain why this point is important? Earlier in the trial, Malin mentioned that Talon bought this perfume in preparation at the last minute. Isn't that right, Malin? It sure is. We had a gift for the king prepared. When the news arrived, it would actually be the princess making the visitation. Father quickly run out into town to get a new gift. Puts one thing into question. Talon's taste in gifts. Somebody's movements and the princess's testimony. Oh, it's gonna be somebody's movements. Someone's movement around the ranch are put into serious doubt. Someone's? Well, don't keep us waiting then. Defense, who is this person? Naturally, a person who becomes suspect is... Smarmy Man. The witness himself. You recall, this bottle of perfume, which had just been purchased, was found at the crime scene. Crime scene the witness supposedly never went to. He shouldn't have known about the bottle. Ah! Order! Defense raises a very valid point. You simpleton, what is the meaning of this? No, witness. Did you go to the crime scene at any point? No, of course I didn't. I was working in the silo all day. I remember I saw the gift the day before the crime. The girl is lying. Talbot's got the gift the day before. You're the one who's lying. Father didn't leave the ranch at all that day. One word against another. Defense? Have any way to prove that your version of events is true? Smell the perfume. It's either ask the store or find the receipt. It's not smell the perfume. I mean, do we have a receipt? Oh, fuck. The receipt might have been burned in the fire. Shit. Let's see what Ask the Store does. Why don't we send a soldier to ask the store owner when the bottle was bought? Ah! You know how many people visit that store? I think if the owner would remember every random purchase. Any other ideas, defense? What's the smell of the perfume? Why, we should just smell the perfume. What? All she revealed will be to smell it. Daughter, if you would? Well, if you say so, defense. There goes. Oh, it's quite lovely. Huh. McTalon had quite the nose to pick this one out. Great. You got the courtroom to smell like a kiki's behind. Now what? Eh? How does this prove anything, defense? Surely there was a purpose to this whole exercise. Well... Smell is very strong, so the perfume can't be that old. Perfumes have a longer shelf life than a couple of days, you idiot. Right. I'm not really sure. Let's think. Well, perfume smells nicer. I want you to get out of this penalty. Alright, I guess it has to be the receipt, and I'm assuming the receipt probably got burned. When you buy something, you usually get a receipt. That receipt always shows the date of the purchase. I guess receipts exist in this universe. Might still be the ranch house. I see we send someone out to go look for it. Oh, they're never those receipts away. We have a drawer full of them. Perfect one should be right on top. This idea has some merit. Soldiers, rush out to the ranch house immediately and search for that receipt. Your Honor. Yes? What is it, soldier? You have just received the receipt from the team station of the crime scene. Very well. Thank you. I shall now read it out. Writing on this. Rez, you lied! You said he didn't show up! There he is! He made it! Hey, that's good enough. Because this is Oot, not Majora's Mask. Tingle's Mysterious Smells. Oh, yes. I think I've seen that store. That eccentric-looking place in the back alley. Couldn't miss the blinding neon colors if you tried. It's an utter eyesore. All this nobody running on Monopoly and Hylian perfume is preposterous. Perhaps. Back to the matter at hand. The nerve of that dunderhead! How would anyone ever shop at this store where the owner calls every other customer a fairy? Prosecutor. The balloons! Oh, the balloons! That fool propped one right in front of my face! For Prosecutor Dragmire, enough! Continuing on. Purchase item. 1 bottle of Rosy Rupee Land. Oh my! This is quite the price. I would have to... Your Honor, please. The date of purchase. Ah, yeah, that's right. Date of purchase. Why, it's March 16th, the day of the murder! Ah! Order! Yes, we got him! Ooh, I think we're finally getting somewhere. What the fuck was being burned if it wasn't the receipt? Ah, still doesn't mean anything. So we just briefly went back to the ranch house or something and saw the bottle then. Yes, that's it! I was getting thirsty, so I went back to get a drink. Must have seen the bottle then. Oh, come on! You think we're gonna believe that? You have any proof that he didn't? This calls for further testimony. As witness now claims to visit the crime scene shortly before the murder, we should learn his exact movements that day. Ah, my movements? Alright, there's not a whole lot to say, though. Fortunately, he managed to weasel out of that. His next testimony will be full of lies. This is my chance. My non-suspicious movements. As was already stated, I had volunteered to work in the silo. At one point, I briefly went back to the ranch house to get myself a glass of water. Went back to the silo right after that and stayed there until the courier came. Haven't been back to the ranch house at all since then. At some point, the detective came and told me what happened. And wow, that detective, one fine woman. See? I've done nothing to warrant suspicion. Eat my shoes, you brat. I'll pass. Something wrong in there. You can't put a flawed story together that quickly.
are you doing? Working on shipments and fulfilling orders. I send out crates of milk to milk bars across all the kingdoms every day, you know. Milk bars? Naturally. Everyone loves a good drink, you know. And our milk is renowned as the best there is. There's some others who are others down. Despicable. I see. You said earlier your job is to work on the structures and equipment, though. Indeed. Tal and the girl would usually be the ones overseeing our milk orders. However, since the royal visitation was happening that day, I felt that neither minds unoccupied, so I took it upon myself to do the job this time. After the murder, I got scared the Sheikah Force investigation would delay the shipment, that I, the great Ingo, would get the blame. Thankfully, it all went through fine. Yeah, and you were so concerned with sending out quickly, you wrote the wrong delivery address on it. Ah, you Hylians. Ridiculous. Dragmire is dropping casual racism in the courtroom. Getting tipsy from something like milk. Bet you couldn't even handle a sip of the Gerudo's Noble Pursuit. A real man's drink. Real man's drink. Aren't most of the Gerudo women? Speaking of drinks, I believe the witness was talking about how he had gotten himself a glass of water. Yes, of course! Moving all the heavy stuff around moves up a sweat. Works up a sweat, you see? I got very thirsty and... You think just take a sip of the milk you were handling? No! You'll be right. The milk was for the customers, you see? I just didn't want to get into any trouble. Truly honest man. How dare you suggest he would steal from his own workplace? Just put your mouth right on the cow's teat. Right. So what'd you see at the house? Nothing much. I got my drinking left. Still had a lot of work to do, you see. I was supposed to see the perfume bottle then. In fact, yes, I remember clearly now. It was there, on the table, plain as day. Woo ha ha! Great. What happened after that, witness? You were able to complete this so quickly on your own? Ah! You don't know the might of the great Ingo. What? Yeah! Pow! Wham! I get things done in no time. I did almost break my back getting those crates out of the silo, though. There's so many! And all so heavy! It was like a puzzle in there. Anyway, that's not important. The point is... Are you sure? Sure as can be. Moo-ha-ha! You never went back in, even after the crime was discovered? Ah! They wouldn't let me in! From the crime scene or some such. I didn't even get any of my things. If I was questioned, no one gave me half a glance. I had to sleep in the stables that night. It was terrible. Is that important? Yes, it is important. Your Honor. Would like that witness to add his last statement to the testimony. What? What are you trying to pull now? Very well. Witness, please amend your statement. Ah, fine, whatever. Well, he's wearing his new clothes, right? So he couldn't have gotten his fancy clothes. Because normally he wears his overalls. Didn't you say it in an inn? Ah, what am I, made of money? Think, boy. Just a simple ranch worker, you know? Ugh, you lawyers always flaunting your wealth. Right, sorry. Actually, sorry. That one night would bankrupt this guy. Look what he's wearing. I gotta do it once. This evidence will blow the case wide open. Oh, it's just the same thing. Okay. I was hoping it would give some new dialogue. Okay.
Well, I'm thinking that. Well, I didn't actually press this yet. So let's see if anything comes of this. I doubt it though. I'm pretty sure it's relating to him somehow. I think his profile says he normally wears that. Or actually, I wonder if he's wearing the overalls in the picture. Not to mention her impeccable fashion sense. What's not to love? That's not the part I wanted to elaborate on. Oh, he seems totally smitten with her. Sure does. Wonder how Impa feels about it. Perhaps this chore of a trial's over. I could. But no, I have to wait. You thought you could distract me, did you? I, the genius ranch worker Ingo, see through your schemes. Sticking to that story, huh? Yeah, it was a desperate fix, but holds up surprisingly well. I believe it's the same Mr. Ingle I know. He's usually so nice. I press more details. Sure stuff up somewhere. Get a piece of evidence or a profile waiting to dispute what he's saying. I think it's on either this or this, but I think it's this one. Where was that photo? Oh, he's wearing the fancy clothes right here. I guess not, huh? Okay. Maybe it's the follow-up? Yeah, it is the follow-up. Getting a little low on health here. Yeah, she should still be in the ranch clothes. I can do a consult. I can get a hint. Yeah, I was get a hint. How would he go trying to return to the ranch house if he knew there'd be a murder there? Well, don't imagine you had any other place to sleep. I'll let him move in with us when he was hired, so he wouldn't have to spend any money on rent. Maybe he's able to sleep in active crime scene investigation scene, though. Well, it's not just that. All of Mr. belongings are at that house. All of them, huh? It's so easy to prove he went back to the scene of the crime. He just had something on him right now he shouldn't. Does his profile have the, yeah, usually in his work clothes. Hey, speaking of profiles, here you can present those during cross-examinations. Well, if I'm presenting it there, I should present it on the other statement that says he didn't go back to the court. He doesn't go back to the ranch house. On this one. Okay, good. Witness! There's something seriously wrong with your testimony. What? What are you talking about? They couldn't get any belongings there. All the ranch house, correct? Ranch house you were not allowed to go in? That's right. Maybe that would imply you should still be wearing your work clothes. Pardon me if I'm wrong, but those look like work clothes at all. Ah! Vince has a point. Vince appears pretty well dressed for court. I can't imagine you would want to sell you those clothes during work. Well, what do you have to say to that? Oh, of course. I can explain. It's simple. These are brand new. Yeah. On my way to the courthouse, I went shopping for a nice new outfit. After all, I couldn't very well show up to court like just like a bum. Okay, so now he's wearing these clothes in the childhood picture, so that's what you follow up on. Okay. Yes, defense. Certain people have a modicum respect for the court and show up dressed appropriately. I mean, you're dressed in full fucking armor right now. What's that supposed to mean? This is my finest Zora suit. You claim he's bought these clothes after the crime? Is that correct? Very much so. This morning, in fact. I don't need to repeat myself. No, he's wearing those clothes in the photo. You buying those clothes today is simply impossible. What? Oh? How can you claim so? Defense. There's no evidence of everything in court. To prove the witness couldn't have bought these clothes today. Or get out! The childhood photo, because that has the picture of him in the fancy clothes. Would like to turn the court's attention to this. Ah! Right, this is one lovely pictograph. Oh, I'm into the deal. Oh, okay. What is about this pictograph, defense? Well, just look at what Ingo is wearing. This photo is from Malon's childhood. Here, Ingo is clearly wearing the exact same outfit he has on right now. He couldn't have bought it today. Ah! Alright, Vince is absolutely correct. Hope the witness is a good explanation for this. There. We finally got him. Nobody can weasel out this time. Oh, unless someone weasels them out for him. Ugh, it wasn't obvious. Actually, the witness knew he would need to wear his nice clothes for the royal visitation that was scheduled for that day. He brought them to the silo in advance. We could quickly change just for the royal visitation's arrival. Just give him, just straight up, just give him a lie that we're gonna accept. Fuck it. Oh! 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 Yes, of course, I need to be presentable after all. I look like a bum in front of the most important people in the kingdom. Objection! Wait a minute, this is insane! What kind of kangaroo court is this? Prosecution keeps making excuses on the spot! I'm still in the first case, Soup. I think there's only maybe one. I think there's only one case. Angle was clearly lying about the clothes before the trial. He's definitely trying to hide something. Your Honor, surely we'll accept this blatant perjury? Accepted, Judge. There can be no other explanation. Prosecution's explanation does seem plausible. What? However, the fact the witness didn't simply say it himself and instead made up a lie about buying the clothes is indeed very suspicious. Vince! Prosecution supposes there's no other possible explanation for this contradiction. What is your opinion on the matter? The defense to make an alternative version of events. It's big. I need to think this through. Oh, good. Ingo's acting really suspicious right now. He's desperately trying to patch up the holes in testimony to conceal his real movements. Gotta have a brain blast. I gotta use the power of the goddess. Ingo is the victim. It's not Malin. Ingo's the only other person who could have done this. I have to assume he did. If I want to think Malin is incorrect. Is innocent. That in mind, why would Ingo change all of his work clothes? The blood got on them. They were eaten by a cow. Ingo killed Talon. His clothes must have gotten blood on them. It changed something else to hide his involvement. Ah, and they burned the old clothes. And they smelled like shit because it's Ingo's clothes. And when the Sheikah forced him to find the clothes in the house? were thrown into a fire. On a blast! This is a really good shitpost game. I believe I can offer an alternative explanation. Nonsense. Judge, the defense spent far too long sitting in silence just now. They clearly have nothing. I call for a quick ruling. Not only can I explain it, but in fact, the defense formally accuses the witness of the murder. No! It's simple. He's had to swap his outfit, and why he's been lying about the circumstances ever since because it got stained with the victim's blood. Preposterous. If there were any discarded bloody clothes nearby, the Sheikah force would have found them, and we'd be trying someone else for murder right now. You are absolutely correct, prosecutor. Oh? Naturally, Ingo couldn't have let this bloody clothes lying around. So he used this to dispose of them. Oh, the oil, right? Bombs. Your Honor, cash away the prince's last testimony. Princess's mysterious fire. Surely you jest. You yourself made sure we knew all meaningless that testimony was. Yet, with this new context in mind, it gains a completely new meaning. An empty bottle of lamp oil found out by a burned out fire. Hugo used his lamp oil to quickly burn away his stained work clothes. Well, how about a witness? My scenario explains everything. You killed Talon, then tried to hide it. This is... No! Hold on! What drivel are you spouting here? Me? Kill Talon? You already know it's impossible! Everything you said is wrong. I had no idea what you're on about. Ally for the time of the crime. I couldn't have done it. There's no way I could have completed those milk shipments, killed Talon, and tried to hide my involvement. I was just made for a quick breakfast. No mystery there. I'm trying to pin this on poor innocent Ingo. Yeah, if the milk is watered down, then that let him have a lot more time to do whatever he needs to. Now, I shouldn't have to remind you, defense, but you yourself were surprised that Ingo was able to complete that shipment in time. Adding even more things we do in that time is preposterous. That's right. The great Ingo is efficient at his job, but not that efficient. Oh, Adam and him. Sure of it. Some trick at play here. Kind of shortcut. Let's find it. My scenario is more plausible at this point. This panic attempts to fix your story. The more plausible is for you to decide defense. The judge makes the final call. As long as ally stands, I can't imagine him siding with you. Yes, all the loose ends have been tied before the decision we made. Witness, please continue. Can you explain what an alibi is again? With pleasure. Time of the crime, I was busy preparing that day's shipments of milk. Hard work. I barely have time to get them done before the courier came to take them. The shipments were expended by the chief force as they were leaving the ranch. As our resident detective has told us, they were found to be fully loaded with bottles of milk. That's right. Chief force itself has vouched for me.
No way I could be the culprit! Oh, I disagree. There must be a way. There must be. It would really have taken that long to murder someone and burn some clothes. It would have taken long enough to make the scheme infeasible. Cleaning those shipments is a rather involved process. To milk the cows, clean the bottles, pour the milk into them, put them in the crates, and load those onto a wagon. But if you didn't clean the bottles and you only filled them up with like halfway with the milk, just like watered them down, and that is a good amount. I love working with the cows. That part takes the longest because you only get a little bit at a time. Yeah, so it's definitely the watered down milk. Mr. English said the whole thing really does take a while. How they usually work together to get it done in time for the courier's arrival. There you go, defense. Your own client knows this unshakable truth. Hey, now we could complete the shipments and also do the killing. In that case, there'll be some way to finish the work faster. Have to find it. You had enough time for breakfast, but not enough to kill someone? Yes, of course. Breakfast was cooking while I kept working. I just quickly gobbled it up. No issue there. In fact, yes. I remember I even burned a bit because I wasn't completely paying attention to it. That's why I had to go get that glass of water too, you see? Had to wash it down after. A convenient little explanation. Oh, I know, we actually did cook up a breakfast on a fire of burning, blood-soaked clothes. Ew. Continue, witness. I don't want to hear about your culinary adventures. Of course. Why is what I've been telling you this whole time? The only people who could have done this were you and Malin. And I know Malin well enough that she couldn't be the culprit. It's you as the perpetrator. Yes, but now we all know that you value your friends. Let me remind you, though, these feelings don't matter at all here. You will show us some solid evidence puts Ingo's alibi in the question or concede defeat. Any way you could have done this work faster? I'm not sure. It'd be nice if there was, though. I could sleep in a little bit longer every day. Hey, I think I would have shared it with you if you knew one. It's gotta be the watered down milk. I think it's gotta be on this one. It's either this or the milk shipment return. I'm thinking it's the milk though. Because the thing that takes the longest is milking the cows, and if you use like water down all the milk. Okay, good. Ah, but did you though? You really complete those shipments properly? Vince, I should have to remind you at the Sheikah Forest, check those boxes thoroughly. They were definitely full of milk bottles. Oh, I'm sure it looked that way. What are you getting at, defense? There you go, Your Honor. Huh? Milk? For me? Are you trying to bribe the judge now? I think you'd stoop so low. We're only informed of this. Oh, it's nothing like that. All I'm asking is to try tasting the milk. Just one little sip, please. This is highly irregular. But, to be honest, I could use a drink. All this talking does make one's throat dry, you know. I talk the least about everyone here, though. Since insist, I'll go ahead and take a sip. What passes for milk these days? It almost tastes like water. What, water? I have to agree. This is definitely not standard milk. We've heard from the princess and the detective. Online ranches were known for the quality of its products. There's no way people would say that about milk this lousy. Ah, whatever. The unwashed masters know the difference between quality and garbage.
Where are you going with this, Defense? Simple, you see. This bottle from Detective Impa, still unopened during the first recess. As we know, there were no milk shipments today, so this must have come from one of Ingo's shipments yesterday. Ah! It's true that Ingo couldn't have outward Talon and also complete the shipment on his own. Unless he cheated. Ingo watered down the milk to get the shipments done in time. Order! Order! Yeah, I suppose that would work. Indeed. All you do is milk fewer of the cows, save enough time without ruining the taste too much. Let's use about a 50-50 split of water and milk.
This is... No! That's... Talon?
Let me stop you right there. I'll concede something odd happened to that. All you've proven that Ingo is a slacker.
Oh, how dare you!
Be quiet, you mongrel. Sure, Ingo watered down the milk. Doesn't make him a killer, though, does it? Well, no. How we knew if it could have done it. We know he did go to the crime scene. We know he did have the time and the opportunity to kill Talon as well. Yet there is a vital element missing still. To put in simple terms, even an idiot like you can understand. Ooh, rebuttal. Murder weapon. You lack the murder weapon. If it was a murder, then it could have been the saw. Oh, I can press each of these. Okay. Why is that? It's simple. The girl's story about working the fence is true, then she was using the saw while her father was being murdered. It could have been in two places at the same time. Do I agree with this? Yes. They were completely agreement at this point. I do realize the problem it creates for you, right? I'm sure it'll be all explained. Very well. Let's move on to why nothing else can be the murder weapon either. No, there's like 4 axes. But also the fact of the matter is, this ranch inventory was also prepared by Ingo. Ingo could just made up whatever the fuck he wanted. Very well. Let's move on to nothing else has been a murder weapon either. Where would the supposed other murder weapon have even come from? Yeah, I'm gonna try presenting this and see if that comes up. Because there's an inventory of a bunch of shit here. Have you forgotten this murder happened on a ranch? There are plenty of sharp things on site. It's simply impossible. Okay. Checked all the sharp objects in the ranch and searched everyone. No fresh blood was found anywhere else. Yeah, Ingo had access to water, and Ingo just cleaned it off. I don't think I have anything to present on this. I'll say, like, it was disposed of. Ingo probably had to get rid of the weapon. Ingo's disposed of it in some way? Ah, it's impossible, you see. No ranch on the inventory list we're missing. That list is indisputable. Why is it though? Ingo made this list. I'm thinking Ingo is the one who made this. You know, Ingo made this list, so he's the one who. Like, are we supposed to trust him? The inventory list itself is false. Oh, fascinating. What exactly makes you question the veracity of this document? Would be the inventory itself. It's simple. You only need a brief look at the inventory to see that it can't be trusted. Oh, you can't just go around making such general statements, defense. Point out exactly what the inventory makes it suspect. Look here. Who compiled this list was Ingo himself. He could have easily falsified the counts as part of his plan. It doesn't matter. Nothing could have left the ranch. The milk left the ranch. Are you really sure nothing left the ranch? What about a few little shipments of milk? Preposterous. Regarding the said shipments have been checked by Sheikah Force, they were allowed to leave. Were they allowed to leave? It's true, but it was a place that Sheikah could have overlooked. What in Din's name are you babbling over? We're talking about a bog standard crates here, boy. Not exactly a vast dungeon full of nooks and crannies to stuff things into, are they? Where could they have hidden? Where could they have missed a murder weapon? The one that got returned. Yeah, it was wrong on purpose. Did the weapon get broken down in tiny pieces and put in the bottles? Because they didn't open any of the bottles. There's one place inside the crates that Sheikah couldn't have protected it thoroughly without ruining the shipments. Without ruining the shipments. Ah! That's right. Ingo put the murder weapon inside one of the bottles to conceal it from the search. That seemed plausible. Oh, wait just a moment. When a milk bottle would have noticed, someone would have reported it. No, they wouldn't have, because we had one that came back. If we correct, the weapon showing up in someone's milkshake would cause quite a stir. If the milk ever actually made it to any milk bar, that is. See, I overheard a very interesting tale during the recess. Word was sent from the ranch not long ago that one of the shipments was returned unopened due to being misaddressed. Huh. No! Indeed. If you recall, Ingo was the one who handled all of that. Now, that's strange. The ranch supplies the same milk bars every day. Even if you had messed up the street address a little, the couriers would have known where the shipment was meant to go. How could he have bungled it that badly? He didn't want anyone receiving a bottle of milk with a murder weapon in it. Good. I didn't have to voice act it. I bet Ingo expected this box to stay shipping a little while longer. Unfortunately, the postal service was on its game today. Because they were worried it'd start to smell. I believe this calls for us to investigate these boxes of milk more closely. Soldiers, have these boxes retrieved from the ranch immediately. This is slander! Why would I kill Talon? Sure, he's a bit of a layabout, but he did give me a job. Why would I want him dead? Motive? Simple. I'm surprised you're even asking about it. Easily explains your motive. This would most likely be the inheritance, I think. Because the new inheritance says that he gets it if she's unable. Well, he gets part of it. Our inheritance document you brought to this court's attention and states the following. In case of Tester's death, his daughter, Melon Ranch, will inherit the ranch. Unless she is unable to oversee it, in which case it will divide between the crown and the remaining employees. Uh-oh. You only killed Talon, decided to frame Melon for the crime as well, so you would be the one to inherit the part of the ranch. That's why you volunteered to work in the silo all day, even alibi so Melon be the only possible culprit. Of course you knew about the royal visitation in advance. You knew Melon would go back to the ranch house to prepare before they arrived. Perfect setup for the royals to find her next to the body. No! 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 What are you talking about? Talon signing the ranch over to me? Preposterous! No, there was no investigation. You not really know? It was Dragmeyer prepared the actual document, not him. Your Honor! What is it, soldier? Box you requested is here. I really hope there's just like a fucking axe sticking out of one milk bottle and no one just saw it or something. Apparently, a team of the ranch had already noticed something awry with it on their own. Box arrived just as we were about to rush out a courier to deliver our message. Well. See it for ourselves then, shall we? Part of the shipment that proves my case is... What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? the Karamjan rum. Here it is, the bottle of slight red tint to the milk. Like some kind of serrated knife. Explains the irregular wound pretty nicely. It's just in the milk bottle. How could those chic idiots have missed this? Sure, the milk was pure white when they first checked it. A whole day for the blood to dissolve in it. Either way, it proves now how I slice it. This proves my theory right. Oh, I've had it! Fine! Wanna know why? You wanna know why I really killed that scumbag? No, what are you? No, do you admit it? Yes, I admit it. What would you do if one day, after years of backbreaking labor, despite putting your all in the ranch, you were thrown away like rubbish without any reason? Fired! Farewell! We don't need you anymore! What? Doesn't make any sense. Don't lie, I heard it all. I was just returning back from another day of spine-wrenching work. And lo and behold, what's this? Alan and Talon are talking behind my back. I heard it all. We'll let him go after the visitation. You can handle things without him. And so, after volunteering to work on that shipment, I quietly slipped out when the girl was busy and shanked the good-for-nothing slacker. You should have seen his face. He didn't expect it at all. Oh yes, Malin, I killed that lazy bum you killed a father. He deserved it. Order! The witness will cease his boasting over such a terrible deed. We've heard enough. Soldiers, take him away.
Wait just a moment. Bingo.
Yes, girl, wanna apologize for what you've done?
Apologize? Me? You're horrible. We weren't planning to fire you at all. You may misunderstood what we were saying. What? So much work recently.
Well, you know how it goes with the royal visits. Always a busy time. Gotta make sure everything's in tip-top shape. Hanging out on the hay together. Too worrisome about that old Ingo. Complaining about his back recently. Wish he'd take a step back and relax sometime. We should convince him to take a vacation. Oh, there's an idea. Do him good just to get out for a while. I'll discuss it with him after the visitation. After things calm down, we can handle everything without him. That's...
Hey! You were planning what? Vacation for me? And I did? No! No, can't be so! Please say it isn't so!
Uh-oh. Cox! They keep beating him in the crotch. We have witnessed today the result of a truly horrifying misunderstanding. Misunderstanding or not, what you've done is unforgivable. Alan was a kind man, beloved by all, and good fortune across his path. Loss be not felt by only his ranch, but across all Hyrule. He'll turn to be an utterly pathetic man with delusions of grandeur. I mean, look at him! Other idiot dressed like a clown! Jeez, he's really laying into him. He's just upset because he lost. Prosecution's rants aside, I think it's time to declare today's verdict. It's just a formality, but will the defendant please step up to the stand? Fucking Ganondorf is just with his back crossed. I really was just hope that he replicates the gif of fuck, what's his name from the first game? Just bashing his head against the wall. Von Karma, there we go, Von Karma. Young miss, I'm very sorry for the situation you have found yourself in. I'm very glad you appear to have such a good attorney as a friend. I wouldn't have chosen anyone else. Yes, thank you, Shaggy. Aw, thank you. Thanks. And then without further ado, in the name of God's Hylian, the sacred land of Hyrule, I find Malin of Lon Lon Ranch not guilty. Confetti. Court is adjourned. We did it! Oh, so. Ringo's outburst kind of soured the mood, huh? I don't think I can never forgive Mr. Ringo for what he's done.
That's fair enough, honestly. Really, though, you shouldn't think about that for now. You're free! It's time to celebrate! I guess you're right. Excellent work. I knew you pulled through. Oh, thanks. I couldn't have done it without you, really. So, thank you. Now, that's not quite right. If you want to thank someone, I'm not the one who deserves it the most. Huh? Your Highness? I thought you were going back to the Hyrule Castle. Considering I'm about to pull together here. I realized just apologize what I did personally. It's an honor. There's no need to bow. I've done. Really, if not for my status, I would have probably been carted off to prison alongside the angry little man. Perjury's, pretty serious. That's probably not entirely wrong. Essentially, you don't give yourself enough credit, Your Highness. How can you say that, Detective? I almost condemned an innocent person to prison. Yes, there are some things you should think twice about doing in the future. It's all thanks to you, the young lady over there finally went free. Huh? Come on, attorney. Show Her Highness what I'm talking about. I really want to show my attorney's badge so bad here. Well, just shot me with an unimpressed face. Never mind about that. In any case, I'm sure Miss Malin isn't too upset. I mean, I'm sure it was the bottle of oil. And hut! Oh, is it? I was hoping I would get a second chance at it. I mean, you kind of have to, right? You have to show off the badge here. My orders escort the princess back to the castle immediately. Ah, just in time. Farewell, Your Highness. So they left. Now then, listen to me. Now I'm perhaps being too lenient on the princess, but times are ahead. Princess will need all the confidence she can get to lead the kingdom through them. She needs to learn to take responsibility for her actions too, though. She will. Huh? Alright, so for a rather unpleasant afternoon today, I imagine. She has sworn out here isn't coincidental. What? Is the king going to scold her? At the very least. Now then. The duty's call, unfortunately, so I must be off. Again, you did well today, both of you. Just they'll be able to rely on you in future court proceedings as well. Try my best. That's all I ask. Pleasant prosecutor seems to be making his way over here, so I'll excuse myself post-haste. You! Oh, nice day we're having, isn't it? Tell me, now! Where'd that blasted detective go? I have my reputation darted this way by some novice attorney from the boonies. Attic much? Looks about ready to burst from anger. Be such a sore loser. You lost. Deal with it, nerd. Yeah, we got the right verdict. Doesn't make you even a little bit glad. Yes. Suppose there is some worth in that. Transpired was unfortunate. I only offer my condolences. Remember that I was meddling with that idiotic princess and the stupidity of that blast detective led to your arrest. If you have any grievances, take it up with them. Speaking of the detective, it appears that she has fled from me from like a cock on a fire. Remember, she will regret what she's done for generations. Well, that sure was something. I don't know if he was being sincere or just wanted to shift blame on someone else. He's entirely blameless? Never mind that. You gonna be able to all right running the ranch by yourself? Of course I'll come visit, but I have my attorney duties too. I'll get in touch with the castle, see if I can spare some men to work at the ranch. As my father may have seemed, he really prepared me to take over the ranch one day, and he's taught me well. I'll make sure the animals are well for just as I always have. That's the spirit. I believe in you. I really want to thank you for bringing the truth to light. If it wasn't for you, I don't think it would have happened. Don't mention it. Glad everything worked out in the end. So it ended a very personal case for me. Like a weight had been lifted off my back. I'll continue working at the ranch, hoping to make it prosper even beyond what our father was able to accomplish. I didn't think about much about it, but the days following were some of the happiest I'd lived in a long time. I know a terrible tragedy would soon shock the entire kingdom. I find myself smack dab in the middle of it. That's a legend for me. What a good ass ROM hack, dude. Fucking 10 out of 10. They did such good fucking work with this. That was a full ass case. Like, that's something you would see as like a tutorial case in a regular Phoenix Wright game. Yeah, but I mean, most trial cases don't have an investigation, Shaggy. Most tutorial cases just have like the basic intro and that's it. So this felt very on, like felt very on point for a tutorial case. Who was that else in the cage with him? No, there was a person on the other Good. Good. Hat. I mean, there's only one graveyard in the entirety of Hyrule. I know it's cheesy as fuck, but I love when they thank the player for playing it. Select. Extra.
Yeah, where was the thing? Probably epilogue here. Let's go do the actual presentation here. Model. Well, it's true. Without this, without knowing about the fire, we wouldn't have any proof to substantiate our claims. And, really, obviously false testimony helped us a lot. Yeah! You just stepped on my foot! Well, there you have it. In any case, sure Miss Malin isn't too upset. Well, sure? The issue is there's, like, no way to go back. Like, there's no, like, stopping. So I don't know if there's, like, there's no way to, like, go back on a cutscene. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the ranch and just cook up a cow and make a burger. Wow, unskippable credits. Well, I need OP anyway, so I'll be right back. Love the game so much, I want to watch the credits twice. Mr. Heck. All right, let's do the extra. What the fuck is this? What if you came back to life? That'd be fucked up. Did you know that fucking Talon can fucking wall kick? That's fucked up. Oh fuck. Rip. Now you go to super hell. Remember, kids, if you take drugs, you go to hell, and then you die. Secret I've heard. Supposedly, there's a game with a giant egg in which you can become a criminal. Era games with climate change and time travel. Actions be unlocked by connecting when the title screen is a certain accessory. Oh, do I have to do like some fucking transfer pack bullshit? I don't have that set up. Oh, that seems like a fuck. I'd have to like track down the ROMs and shit like that. I might do that another time then, because I'm gonna have to figure that out because I'm using a weird emulator, so I don't know. I don't even know how I'd even be able to get that. Yeah, I'll fuck with that another time. Oh, is it just like another, if it's just more like if it's just more mini games, Rez, I don't think I care. If it's not like more like lore stuff, I don't think I give a shit. Not even like an entire case, just like more, like some more backstory on some stuff or whatever. Oh, Link's Awakening is a bonus case? Okay, I'll look into that then. How about this? Let me take like a 15-minute break and I'll see if I can get to work. And if I can get to work, I will stream again. If I can't, I'll let somebody else take over. Because I think Vice wanted a new movie, I think, right? let me take 15 minutes. So I'll be back in like 10, 15, see if I can figure this out. Oh, do you? Because I got 2 and 3, so I think I have them. I think we'll just do these 2. And if there's anything else I missed, I might do it later, but this seems like a case. Because usually the cases are called turnabout. Alright, let's see what this mini game is. Oh, this is fucking Hold'em? Or is it just poker? Okay, if that's it, then I've got no interest in doing more of this. Oh, look, there he is! It's him! It's fucking him! Just get the SpongeBob meme. It's like, there I am, Gary! I'm right there! Oh! Oh, let's go! Let's fucking go! Holy shit! Well, I physically cannot top that. I'm glad that's on Twitch, so Zarp can download that for me. Alright. I'm going back to the, about the song. Oh, okay, that's nice. Oh, this is where you get some commentary about the songs. It's kind of nice. Newer Super Mario Bros. Wii. "54 tracks. That's a nice little bit. All right, so this one's like probably a mini case or something. Turnabout Thief. I have no idea how long this is. I assume it's just like a little bonus. Oh, for Link's Awakening. Okay. Default name. Hang on. Oh, I don't want to have to go grab a save file. It's called Thief. That will take a long time. Because I just loaded up a base ROM. I would have to actually go in, play the game, and go steal something. Like a giant pain in the ass. I'll just use the default name. It's fine. We'll just pretend he's called Thief.
Made time, I guess. What do I call me here in this ungodly hour? You!
Yes, me. I don't like being woken up at 2 a.m. either, believe me. Hope that fool is a good explanation for this.
Oh, fool. You the judge?
Oh, I see you're both already here. Splendid. This wasn't too much of an inconvenience for you. Needs to be seen. Think about us being so important that this burglary case war this kind of urgency. Ace? We're doing a trial? I mean, you haven't been told? Defense? Oh dear. My apologies. Suppose I did order soldiers not to tell anyone about what happened. It's been interpreted a bit too literally. But that's fine. You can see his paramount here. Yes, having an entire entourage of Highland soldiers riding into the guerrilla's fortress in the middle of the night was the pinnacle of stealth. No one knows. It's a secret to everybody.
Wait a moment. I guess defend someone off the cuff like this? That'd be incredibly unfair and offended.
Oh? Doubting your skills? Much I'd like to agree with you, Defense. We have no choice in the matter. It all must happen at this very moment. Well, get on with it, old man. What is this about? Right, yes, of course. Let's start from the beginning. A few hours ago, I was finishing my daily ablutions. A great light appeared within my chambers. Like nothing I've ever seen before. And night became day before my eyes. It wasn't all. People started coming out of the light. I was shaken with fear. Those old people claimed to be the goddess herself, Hylia.
What?
I know, believe me. I was as flabbergasted as you two are. I was perceived to saying that in another world, one of our chosen heroes has been severely punished for committing some terrible deed. They decided someone else should determine whether the punishment was just or not, to ensure her own bias would not affect the outcome. One world's chosen was the best candidate for this. Make this judgment.
Okay. Okay. This is a joke, right? No way that's true. This is insane!
Yes, it seems the judge has completely lost his marbles. Really, his age has finally caught up with him. I'll be filing appropriate notices as soon as I can. At the very least, we can both get back to sleep quickly.
It's true.
Oh, I believe I know just the way to convince you. Soldiers, please call on the defendant. What the? Defense!
What was that?
No time, watch you pass out. Get yourself together.
Right. Happened.
Well, defense? You convinced now?
I can't deny it, can I? Definitely me. Younger, older perhaps, but sure enough. So.
Excellent! Okay, so let's formally begin. Of course, now a session for the trial of the thief of Koholint Island. Connor, you can't just declare him a thief from the get-go. No, of course not. I have his name written down right here. It seems I'm just unable to say it. Fascinating. A curse of sorts. As if it's just the punishment for a side is just or not.
Just? How can this be just? I mean, you only ever became a thief if actually no, I can't remember if you became a thief as soon as you stole the item or if you went back and died.
Because I know I almost always stole the bow in Link's Awakening, and I just never went back to the shop. I always just stole it immediately. That's right. Yeah, you become thief, but you don't die. You still get the perfect. You still get the best ending if you don't die. You're forever called a thief by everyone. Even I can't say my own name anymore. As far as I'm concerned, it seems right to me. After all, everyone's just speaking the truth, are they not? Defense demands the prosecution abstain from claiming unproven statements. Probably my client innocent, of course. Oh. About that. I might have actually done it? Oh. Yes, Sir Greatness did specify that defendant's guilt was non-negotiable. We are only here to determine whether or not the punishment he faced for it was reasonable. Now, then, prosecution, please give your opening statement. What? I don't know anything about this case, old man. You just called us here, remember? Go over all the details. So go on. Get to it. Oh. Well, so was I. Actually, why don't we let the victim describe what happened? You have the most accurate knowledge of the event. Kind of nightmare. Good lawyer never knows you never defend yourself. This counts? Alright, who are you then? Ah, yeah. Myself, I own the tool ship back in Coalland, I do. I do not like this guy in 3D. I do not like this. Oh god, he's fucking terrifying in 3D. I do not like this at all. The greatest shop in town. Ah! Jesus fucking Christ, what's wrong with his mouth? Oh god! Oh god! That's horrifying! Greatest shop in town is, I tells ya. The only shop in town! Whoa, 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 whoa. Not so close! No touching, you don't know what could happen. What could implode? Don't think the gods will allow this whole thing is a real possibility. What's the only shop? It's no better. This world or the next. Never seen anyone complaining. Yes, whatever. Now tell us what happened. How'd you let yourself get swindled so easily? Hey, don't say it all. Watch me. It was just a normal day. Attended me cash register. And suddenly his kid burst in. Green blur, I tells you. He grabs the nearest thing and runs behind meself. I turn around. They ain't there no more. I turn back the entrance. Ay caramba, he's gone. Never be seen, I tells you. Yeah, bought me where he's going for free, you know? Pretty cheap as possible, why I oughta. Well, suppose he did go pay the ultimate price. Why, what a descriptive testimony. As if I were there. Hold on, there's just one thing I'm confused about. Who was it that set this curse, or whatever it is, on my client? It was me, of course! What kind of shopkeep would I be without some magic? I would say something, but I'm on Twitch. Ah, Lux, but the guy can literally shoot deadly energy beams. Would not underestimate him. Right, of course. Without further ado, would you please proceed with the cross-examination defense? any customers at your store on regular days like this, Witness?
Yeah, I can't say I do. A small town, you know? Besides, think lately all the people been spending their money at the blasted trendy game. Ooh, that four-eyed scoundrel running such an eyesore. Trendy game. The crane game is also in town. 10 rupees a game. Pretty easy to win. Young people prefer to literally gamble on a crane game than buy from this guy.
Please continue, Witness.
Blur? You sure it was definitely my client? I swear on me mom! Could be anyone else. Small town, you know. I know everyone there. No one else wears weird green dresses. Hey, this is my finest tunic!
I fail to see how this matters in any case. Have you forgotten that your doppelganger's guild has already been established? Defense.
Forgotten? No, but I wish I could. Grabs the nearest thing and runs behind meself. What is it that was stolen anyway? Why does that matter? Stole something and that's that. You don't need to be getting into the nitty gritty.
As happens defense, the goddess herself forbade us about talking about this. Called it a technical limitation. Whatever that is. Whatever that means.
What? That's the most important question here. But something cheap, surely we agree his punishment is too severe.
It is what it is. Let's ask you to drop this line of questioning.
This is ridiculous. Oh, I don't look so glum, chum. Here you go. This is a flyer with all my wares. That should give you an idea of what it might have been. Well, something at least.
Looks up this flyer to evidence.
Now then, witness, please continue.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a joke because they can't, because whenever you steal something, it doesn't matter what you steal, and I don't think the item that's stolen is registered in the game memory anywhere. If they were actually like trying to like take from the game memory, it registers like what items have been stolen, but what your not most recently taken item was. Thieves are not welcome. Good. That's how you know it's based, it is when they just put a lot of work into a stupid fucking bit that most people won't even fucking play.
Patrons can go freely behind the counter like that? Nah, of course not. I have a counter. What? Customers have to hold their items while I ring them up. Wouldn't the register have to be on a counter or something similar? Well, yeah, I suppose. It's only big enough for me to register, not for any products, too. That's what I meant. I see. You got a problem? Who are you gonna criticize me interior decor? Best to have a little as extra fluff as possible. Just like me mouth. I keep it nice and empty in there. Keeps your customers' eyes on the wares, you see. Well, can't deny there's some logic to that. They ain't there no more. Hey! Actually, that reminds me. I noticed the wall behind me is starting to get moldy. Stray thought distracted me for a split second, you see? Oh, a joke? And a skit? Let me guess. He wasn't there, either. As I live, the slimy rope. God, I hate his fucking open mouth, dude. What the actual fuck were they thinking? Your establishment doesn't have the tightest security, does it? Ah! Never needed any. When a town trusts everyone else. Everyone was shocked when I told him. I was telling you, shocked! Oh, not that shocked. You have to ask, why did you steal from the store exactly? I really need one of the things in there. Yes, that's what paying is for. I was shipwrecked! I was actually swimming in rupees. Vance, do you have an actual question for the witness? Let's move on. Continue, shopkeep. What does that mean? Oh, that's right. The guy literally killed me when I went back into the store. What? What? You know, you're gonna make up a lie? At least make it believable. It's not a lie! It's true! How are you here then? I don't know! I got undone somehow. One moment I'm getting fried and then poof! Back on the doorstep and that guy is just smiling at me, creepily. Really death enough as punishment for theft? This all sounds very hard to believe, defendant. Well, what did the witness mean by the ultimate price then? Oh, I just meant the curse I set on it, didn't I? Yes, that was it. Perfectly sensible. Okay, I'm starting to get the goosebumps. Really, is all there is to it? Quite the testimony. If you say so, you're the lawyer here, whatever that means. Wait, you saying there's no lawyers in your world at all? Can you imagine a world without lawyers? Just go grab that Simpsons gif. Everyone knows what it is. I don't think there are. How weird. Can't imagine that would even work. Anyway, let's stay on track. Not much work with here. Let's keep pressing more details. Well, the only thing I have to present is my attorney's badge. Oh, it's just the same dialogue. Wish they would give us some more unique dialogue. Where could I present the thing of cash, the record here? Probably this? Because the bow costs like, what, 980 gold? Or not gold, rupees? Yeah, I could be like, hey, your bow is overpriced. Yeah, there we go. Cheap, you say? That's not quite true now, is it? If you mean defense? Your Honor, if you take a look at the flyer witnesses so graciously provided us with, do any of the items in there seem like a bargain to you? Well, let's see. Goodness gracious! Alright, 80s for a simple bow? Well, that's more than I get paid in... Now wait just a bloomin' second. Rez, this dude's mouth is fucking terrifying. All those be happy in me shop. No one's ever complained, you know. That's so, witness. Tell me. How many customers do you get each day? That's not important. It's all because of that blasted trendy game. How many folks play with a stupid crane? I will agree with the prices are a bit inflated. So what? What do you mean, so what? My other self needs to survive somehow and the prices are entirely unreasonable. I was shipwrecked. It'd take me months to get that kind of money. Yes. The survival scenario, I suppose, explains the defense motive at the very least. Indeed, to steal a malice or with profit in mind. It was a life or death situation. Life or death, you say. Tell me. Sometimes listening to the flyer is necessary for survival. Well. Bombs. Lamp oil. Rope.
Exactly. The recovery hearts? 10 rupees is way too much for those. Oh, I agree. Terrible deal. Okay, you get them by cutting some grass. Yeah. Oh. Yes. I think a sword carry that one might need for survival be easily obtained elsewhere. Man had no pressing need to steal anything. Housekeeper makes a valid point. There's no food or water left among the wares after all. I was just trying to survive. I was trying to leave the island. Leave the island? Ah! How would you do that in a set of items, pray tell? You planning to paddle out the island with a shovel? No, not directly like that. The island can't be escaped by normal means. I need them to wake the windfish. What? The heck is a windfish? I'm not sure. Right. You knew it needed to be awakened because an owl told me. Are you trying to not make sense at this point? There he is. It's the fucking owl. Oh, good. We get to cross-examine a bird in this game. Good. It would not be Ace Attorney without being able to cross-examine a bird. By Jove! Is that a talking owl? Ooh! It felt like I was needed, and so I came. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Ooh, be wise not to scoff at what your counterpart is telling you. Do you mean? Yes, of course. Everything the brave young Gladys says is true. He's on a special quest. And Colin's no regular island at all. Allow me, I'll explain everything. Oh, thank the goddesses. Finally, someone who actually explains something. What utter nonsense. I object to the presence of this animal in my courtroom. Why am I listening to a testimony from an owl? Oh, so you accepted everything else happening here, but not this? For the offense exam, there's a right to cross-examine the bird. Now, all the boneheaded, stupid... Because I only have like 5 voices, Rez. I'm not Razor. I don't have 10 voices to use. I'm not as talented as he is. I'm going to share my opinion in this matter. Situation at hand, I see nothing wrong with allowing a bird to testify, as it may be. Mr. Owl, please tell us what we need to know about the nature of Colin's Island. What? Colin's Island's very existence, its very essence, what? Is tied to the windfish's slumber. As long as the windfish sleeps, the island cannot be escaped, like a terrible nightmare. The young sword bearer must thus search for the 8 instruments of the sirens and play the ballad that will work the great one. What? The instruments all unite, the windfish slumber shall come to an end, and so shall Koholint. It didn't explain anything either! Ah! Like I said, listening to this bird was a waste of time. Whoop. Perhaps it was not as clear as I hoped. Oh, forgive me. Over-mystifying is a bit of an occupational hazard for our kind. Occupation professional owl. Please, if you have questions, I will happily answer. What? What? Well, the witness seems to be all but begging to be cross-examined. Vince, please go right ahead. Well, let's start with the dongo in the room. What the heck is a windfish? The dongo? No, young counselor. You must be confused. What? Windfish Leviathan is a huge whale. Of course, Colin's concern has always been, and always Colin is, and will always be. Right, a deity whale. Bring up the fact that whales are not fish, but at this point, I don't think it matters. What happened if you did try? Why can't you just build a raft and try and sail away? Truthfully, I do not know. Perhaps, no matter how long you sailed, the island would just never fade from view. The sea would never end like an infinite staircase until you turn around and found yourself back where you started in no time. That's why you just need to backwards long jump. Or perhaps we just die. Nice! That's a possibility? But I thought about trying that a few times. Whoop! But one way to escape. Well, how does one obtain these elusive instruments exactly? What? Has no simple task, to be sure. Instruments of sirens sleep within temples scattered across the land. Fought with monsters, traps, or the dangers at the end of each. A formidable foul foe, each guarding a piece. Yes? What? To obtain all the instruments of yours, yea, Saul, this is to slay all those who corrupt the island from within. Slaying foes? That sounds like some sort of kind of mass murder spree. Here's. Yes, it appears our worlds may differ from each other more significantly than I thought. I cannot feel him here. How strange. What din's name are you blabbing about now, you feathered menace? What? Our land's dragging of time? An evil influence has permeated all. The king of evil. The demon lord, Ganon. The very dirt of the earth. Very first thoughts of an infant. You dig deep enough. You look closely enough. You will find his malice and hatred. King of evil, Ganon. Oh, king of evil, Ganon. You know this too. So just coincidence? Naturally, when I speak of vanquishing foes, I speak of his creations. Deeply rooted in the most primordial of evil. Foul beasts' only goal was for their own survival and for the misery of others. What? No being has ever been touched by Hylia's grace would object to their destruction. It is innate to our nature as breathing. And yet, here is a world without him. Is your world lucky to have been spared, or has ours been particularly unlucky? That I do not know. Perhaps this event is areas my race has shown us all task to. Have any idea what this is about? I think I do, actually. Really? I don't think it really matters what we're talking about, though. Right. Let me get back to the matter at hand, then. What? Of course. I was just musing aloud. Right. I suppose don't make any noise any other way would suffice. You know, just screaming into its ear or something. Of course not, my dear counselor. Windfish sleep is not natural. Magical slumber like that can be a magical means. Right, but what do you mean by that last part? Something happened to Colin when the windfish wakes? Colin's Island is a magical place born the windfish's slumber. Leviathan awakes. Magic keeping Colin in place will dissipate. I mean, of course. The windfish wakes, Colin will disappear. The area side shall remain. What?
You know about this? Oh, truth be told, expected. Ah, clever lad. What? Yes, surely you have noticed. Only shop in town showing nothing but tools and equipment? Shopkeepers with magical powers? Villages of talking animals? Poland as a whole is unnatural. It's a place made of dreams and nightmares. The talking animals? Must have missed that part. What about the inhabitants then? Where will they go when the island disappears? Where indeed. Well, if Koholint isn't real, it's not unethical to steal from them. If they don't exist, that means stealing from them isn't wrong. Or rather, it is wrong. Yeah, the bow doesn't exist. The client has truly found himself in a life or death situation. Testimony fully corroborates that. On top of that, to escape the island, he had to go on a life-threatening quest. To survive this ordeal, you need to be as well equipped as possible. One way to get the needed equipment was from the store, charging exorbitant prices. They're all clear mitigating factors. With that in mind, the defense versus punishment is far too severe. Indeed. This does paint the event in a more positive light. Here's the theft might have been necessary, given the situation. Yes, it's easier than I thought. It's still early enough to go back to sleep. Owls used to annoy me a little, but it's really come to my rescue this time, hasn't it? I'm only here to help, lad. There's no need. I've only no need to prolong this trial. As court does not condone defense acting itself, I do believe that he's been punished too harshly for it. So this court finds the defendant. Oh man, surely you don't mean to tell me you woke me in the dead of night just to make a farce out of this trial. Farce? Mr. Dragmire. It's presented a rather compelling argument. Compelling? That make me laugh. Yes, he had a reason to do what he did. Oh, criminals have reasons. No justification. It wasn't just any reason. His trial was at stake. Was it though? This is just like a little bonus case, Metroid. It's not like an actual full case. It required you to use the Nintendo 64 transfer pack to load a copy of Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening to unlock the bonus mini case. Which is actually very good detail. And it's actually very creative for a stupid shit post that, like, I guess if you're playing this game, you're going to try and experience all of its content. So I feel like most people who would be playing this would go to the effort of trying to get this extra detail, I guess. You! Bird brain! Yes? What is it? The defendant was to go visit a bunch of dusty old temples in search of the instruments. Tell me, those instruments are the only things... What? Oh, I suppose they were not. Hoot. Structures so old those are bound to find things left by previous inhabitants. I hoot, yes. Sure there will be lots of treasure left in there, too. Oh, no. Treasure! Money! Oh, that was in the brat's grasp. You could have easily gotten the funds to properly purchase the item he stole with only a little legwork. Wait a moment. It wouldn't be that easy. This place was full of monsters and traps. Without the equipment, it'd be too dangerous to go alone. Good. Oh, how quickly you've forgotten defense. I recall this flying nest words over just a few months ago. Young sword bearer, I must search for the instruments of Hirons and play the ballad, the Great One. Ah! Little kleptomaniac had a perfectly good sword with him. Wasn't barehanded at all. No. All he was looking for was some kind of easy shortcut out of his predicament. Or maybe the little snake just wanted to keep all the treasure for himself. How dare you! I'm not some greedy treasure hoarder! Yeah, I can only hold 999 rupees.
Either way, the defendant might have had a reason for it. I'd say the reason was likely nothing but selfishness. Ooh. Ooh. He wanted to keep the treasure. Now, Barrister, it's not even remotely possible. All the treasure is part of Covalent, but naturally disappear with it. Doesn't mean anything. The Detroit might have not known that. Oh, come on! Just admit you're wrong! No, this is quite a pickle indeed. Prosecution brought some good points. So is the defense. Furthermore, we seem to be out of testimony to discuss at this point. It's to be a hard decision to make. Actually, that reminds me. Something you kept bringing up in your testimony, Mr. Witness. What? Yes, what is it? You have to mention the colon is like a dream or a nightmare. How literal is that? What are you going on about now? Of course it's not actually. Oh, no, it very much is. What? What? Well, that point was clear. My apologies. Only exists within a dream. We are in a dream right now, too, in fact. Oh my! This whole trial isn't real? Should have known. This whole thing was just way too fantastical. Well, then, now that we've made that clear, I'm just going to go and wake up, if you don't mind. Why, that might be the wisest thing you proposed so far, defense. And of course, it's not gonna be you waking up. I'm the only real person here. I have the slightest idea how my mind conjures up this nonsense. Shouldn't have had that noble pursuit before bed. Oh, I suppose it wouldn't be the first time I've dreamt of the courtroom. Never been quite this vivid, but I guess old man shows quite the active imagination. Well, my imagination is being a bit overactive right now, I guess. I haven't had any noble pursuits. Just wait. Huh? You can't just wake up. What about me? What about you? You're clearly an invention on my mind, brat. But hey, you want a resolution? No problem. Judge, declare a guilty verdict right now. Prosecutor's Dragmire refused to hand out a faulty verdict even in my dreams. No, this won't do. I'll set the wake up bell. Here goes. Strange. Must you be able to... What? Ooh. I may interject. I said this is a dream, yes, but why would that mean nothing here is real? Oh, be quiet, you pile of feathers! I banish you from my dream! Be gone! What is this? Am I stuck in this nightmare? Well, naturally, only one person here can control the dream. Everyone else here is just along for the ride, so to speak. Are you saying everyone here is actually real, just sharing the same dream? Why, ooh, of course. Our grace chose one person to be the host and thrust the others into it. Preposterous! It's all in the green brat stream. Why does he just remove his curse on his own? Preposterous? Not at all, my angry Gerudo friend. Never say he is the one in charge. Came from the dream world of Covalent, after all. Well, how do you wind up in someone else's dream then, you blasted buzzard? What? We battled with Ganon before. He has a particular interest in the demon. Evil one saw an opportunity, and of course we shoved him to the dream of the windfish. Dreamscape he has been steadily perverting with his evil for many years. Messing with his own creations, twisted into a dangerous place and imprisoned its creator within. As a result, that is also why our green-clad friend cannot wake up normally. But this world is free of Ganon. Whoever the host of this dream is could indeed just wake. Well, Although I cannot imagine the gods would be very thrilled with that conclusion, having made all the effort to bring her chosen hero here.
How do you know all this?
What? Why, isn't it obvious? I myself am part of the Windfish's spirit. I cannot just stand idly by while Hylia's own champion was dealt such a bad hand. So I've tried to lead you on to the 8 instruments, and I reached out to Hylia for help with this predicament.
Leave it.
Well, is it then? Who was the one controlling the dream? What? That I do not know. Something you have to find out for yourself. Then they're gonna look at the camera and go, "You!" Just like that fucking one scene in Zero Time Dilemma. Whatever it is, we'll have the final word in this trial.
That's it then. Plunge to this point. Who is this dream's windfish? They're all the facts. It was one of her grace highlights. She was control in this dream.
It's definitely neither of them. No, they're both part of the other realm. A thief? Who's that leave? I'm in control. It's me. I am the host. I am this dream's windfish. I am a fish. Well, what are you looking so smug about? Obvious? I just realized you must be the one controlling this dream. No! It can't be! You realize now too. Oh my, you mean you're the one? Well, let's give it a try, shall we? What are you? Ah! Hello, everyone! Oh yeah! Now this dream's getting good. Aaron? Defense? What did you do with the prosecutor Dragmire? Nothing bad, of course. Just eject him out of here. I'm waking up rather abruptly right now. I decided it'd be nice to have someone more pleasant to deal with on the opposing side. Prosecution has nothing more to add. Defendant's totally innocent. This. I won't stand for this. You can't just give yourself an easier opponent. That's a shame. But wait! Who will give the verdict now? I know of one good candidate. Huh? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Will defendant please step up to the stand? Is this really okay? God, gods want a fair trial. Actually, she requested no such thing. What? The way you just put it, only situation was someone else decides your fate. I had someone else to get the determine if the punishment was just or not. No, the point is to specify how this is to be made, or by how many people should be making it. It still feels like cheating. Well, there's one easy way to find out if it's allowed or not.
Court finds the defendant. Oh, fuck, there he is! Wait, I'm not having this! My product was still stolen, you know! God, justices!
This is such a good shit post.
Don't interrupt me! Now then, once again. Court finds the defendant. Guilty. Confetti! So, let's see. Your name is Link. Oh. Same. Of course your names are the same. Not sure why you're surprised. In any case, I believe you should be getting back to your own world now. No more stealing, you hear? Of course not. Never again. The shifty eyes. Glad to hear that. Best luck on your quest. With that, court is adjourned. Link legal agency. Surprising he lives in Kakariko instead of, you know, in the fucking forest. Guess he just didn't. I mean, I guess it's probably a universe where his mom didn't have to fucking be on the run and run off to the forest. So makes sense he lives in Kakariko. What? Where? The office. Oh, you do, Rez? That's actually very based. Right, I catch up on work. I was falling asleep reading case files. Damn, what a crazy dream, though. But Bert. It's already. Can't remember a single thing. Oh well. The end. Yeah, it was just a dumb shit post, Case Lewis. Well, thankfully I'm on Twitch, Lewis, so you can watch the VOD. I assume Zarp will actually download it. Ray or Miko stream on Twitch. But yeah, pretty good. What outfit? Can I choose an outfit? I don't think I can choose an outfit. But, oh, was there? Okay. Yeah, I thought it was just the blackjack game. Let me see if I can make it work here. Oracle. Which oracles? The ages or seasons? It did something, but it didn't unlock anything. Let me try the other pack here. I'll try the other one here. Yeah, neither of them are giving me it. So, I mean, it's fine.
I got the bonus case done. If the other unlock is just an outfit, I don't think I care too much. But yeah, no, this was like a 10 out of 10. Like, if they actually were to make a full game on this with like 3 more cases, I think it would be quite good. I will be keeping an eye on this, provided that either Nintendo or Capcom does not sue the ever-living shit out of them, or just slap them with a C&D. But this was quite a great product, all separate on its own. Very fun, very clear, a lot of love went into this, and very technological. Like, the fact that we can have this shit in 2025 is fucking wild. Yeah, I'm gonna be done. Vice has a movie he wants to do. Yeah, it was very fun. Goodbye.